a thing of mindless characters. Well, first I went on a stint of like really stupid characters, and then now I'm doing I've gotten into a hint of like followers.
Oh, interesting.
Next, I just kind of like to explore certain things at one time.
I hear it.
My idiots are my favorite ones. Like my sexist idiots, especially, are just the most fun to play. Like.
That's amazing. Did you get a new mic? You sound a lot better.
No, it's just really close to my mouth.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, well,
there we go.
good job.
So basically, it's gotta like touch my lip, I've learned, or else you complain. Because if I have it where I feel it's normal, you can barely hear me.
Well,
but then if I'm like uncomfortably close, we're good.
What I can tell is missing.
You gotta
right
be able
now,
to taste it.
Normally, we miss the first couple words you say. Like it's
Yeah.
we'll miss like
Really?
almost always we miss the first couple words, and we didn't now.
I'm gonna get a new mic soon.
We kind of just guessed. We kind of just filled in the gaps instead of asking you to see
Yeah,
it.
I do a lot. I'm just like, I think I know what she said.
Yeah, I think we got it. I think we got it. She doesn't say anything important anyway. It's okay.
It does make sense because I'll start talking and then halfway through Ed's like, "What? Oh shit!
Huh? What happened? All right, guys. Well,
All right, let's start it up.
let's start it up. If we're ready, I think our session opens not with an old man narrator this time. We have an in-between session, as it would be. If this was a video game, our screen would start to zoom in down upon Waterdeep, but instead of going all the way in and inside of like a cutscene, inside of like a part of the city where we're immediately like going into a scene, it hovers, it stops, and looks over the entirety of the beautiful city of Waterdeep. We see the water out in the distance past the massive Mount Waterdeep itself, recently climbed, by the way, by one Soma and Martina to the very top. And we can hear sort of the water lapping against the shore, the sound of seagulls cawing in the distance, and we can just sort of hear the natural hum of a city that is alive below us. We see the many rooftops and they sprawl out in all directions, but we get a full view of the city. And I think like we can kind of, like if it's still in that video game theme, if that doesn't throw anybody too far out of immersion, I think we sort of see like little spots pop up where like our characters are. Like we would see like a symbol of some kind, like you're here, here, here. This is like our downtime screen. We got like a day timer clock in the corner and that sort of stuff going on. And we're just sort of running through exactly what our party members are doing while time goes on. And as this is happening, as we're talking about our downtime, I think we see the moon come up and come down. We probably see a storm come by. It's like a beautiful scene that I really want to be a real thing now. Like of just like we'll see weather come by. We might see people move around. There might be like a mini orc attack. Some guys come out. They deal with it. They go back in, and we just see like all kinds of fun stuff happening around the city as it sort of lives and breathes, and we see the days sweep by. So we were still left with both, I think, Martina and Soma, right? For your downtime activities, we did, or was it Rodaro? Who did we miss out?
I did. I was first to go actually last time.
You were
Missed.
You were next.
I failed to be charismatic towards Telly, which is fine. It's fine.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I couldn't sleep. I felt bad.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, he hates you now.
Oh my
You want to
God.
just kill him now or later? Oh wait,
No.
that's the next. That's the Sunday campaign where you kill your love interest.
Oh my goodness. Oh, my
No.
goodness.
I almost forgot about that. No.
It's coming this Sunday. But
You're
anyway,
a terrible person. Okay, continue.
you're the
It's fine.
terrible person of the murderer. But,
Okay, you're right. My character's a murderer. It's
Never
fine.
mind.
It's fine.
Never mind. It's okay. So who are we jumping into? Kristen or my downtime?
Is it all three of you who haven't done downtime? Did we only do Antrains?
No, we did Somas.
We did
Yeah.
Somas. Okay, yeah, we did Somas, we did Antrains, so Rodaro and Martina.
I have now an enemy as
You
well in the
do.
religion.
You have a
thing.
rival we have not yet to build. Maybe we could do that this session as well. We can build up who your rival is together and create him as a group. That's always fun to do. A little bit of behind the screen DMing happening out in the open where it shouldn't belong. It's exposed. So yeah, between Rodaro and Martino, which of you guys know exactly what it is you want to do? Who's ready? Who's readier?
I am probably readier. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I can see.
Well, fine.
I can see Martina doing dinner.
Martina's cooking right now.
Cooking right now.
It's okay.
Why do I need these? I don't need these books. I have downtime activities right up in this brand new.
Even if you got multiple monitors, you can pop that bad boy out and do another monitor.
Well, I'm gonna do the one monitor so chat can see. So let's do downtime. They can see the art.
So Radaro is.
Oh snap! I threw it into. Never mind. It's now a thing. Show to players. Sorry. I accidentally pulled it. I can legit pull the rule right in. That's cool.
Oh, nice.
So now we have it right there.
So I am. Whoa! What did happen? How did I just do that? Anyway, I just closed everything.
Uh-oh.
I'm not ready. No, I am ready.
I have a button on my mouse that goes back, and it will ruin my life.
Oh, heck yeah.
I have not unmacroed that yet.
So I think we see Radaro is trying to dress herself up a little bit. For my first downtime action, I'm going to be carousing with nobility.
We zoom in down on the symbol of Radaro, and we start to get these different scenes of things that you're doing. Our screen zooms in past our menu. One of those
super fluffy and ruffly white chest shirt.
What is your lifestyle currently is modest. So
this is going into in order to carouse with the nobility, it says carousing with the upper class requires 250 gold per week and access to the nobility. If I don't have access to the nobility,
so the access to the nobility has everything to do with the lifestyle. It's why it's there. That's its function. I think there will be a small penalty depending on how far you are away from nobility access. I believe you need a wealthy lifestyle. You are down.
I was trying to leverage my whole fame thing.
Trying to use your
maybe with the Lord's Alliance people if they're the Richie Riches.
Yeah, let's resolve what kind of penalty this is, because right now I'm going to put you at a -1 for each distance you are away. So you're modest, so you are 2 away from wealthy. I believe after modest it goes comfortable and then wealthy. So you are 2 away. I would give you a global -2 to the roll just for interacting with people outside of your class. Stay in your place.
This is like the worst idea ever, guys. But if it works, maybe something cool will happen.
But if you want to leverage your background, I think I would give you something I wouldn't normally, which is a roll. So let's see if you can negate this -2 just altogether. I think it's just charisma. It has everything to do with your ability to convince people, hey, I am this great person, I am that person. Invite me to your party.
Just straight charisma or persuasion?
I think it's whatever gives you the better bonus. I'd be fine with. Okay,
that should be a 9.
All right, it is a 9, so that is not quite enough to sway that kind of favor. You will have an extra negative to the action, but this is only the first week. So I would probably give you another roll in the future.
It costs 250 gold every time I do this.
Well then, that's a lot of money. You have that too, don't we? Do you have that?
Yeah, because I gambled with Antrang. I gave him money to gamble for me.
You do, because the platinum. Oh shit, you have
I got
just
10 platinum. And
you're spending.
I have a lot of money on me right now.
You're spending bank. I wish I had give me a freaking. I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna chance take my chances here. Bag. Give me a money bag. Give me an upside down money bag that people can throw their cash into. Some sort of symbol of cash. God, this sucks. All right, here we go. This is terrible. It's the bag of flour. Throw it onto the bag of flour. This is where the money goes. This is where the money goes. Because I was looking for a bag. It's in the water.
Oh, there it is. All right, that's 200. I'm gonna need. Oh no, I don't need you to make change. There we go.
Just throw it into the bag. The money bag. Cool. Thank you. Just toss it into that.
We can, and then if we get gold, we can just take it out of the money bag, right? It's like we got a bank going on.
Nope. that money's gonzo.
I mean, like, instead of like you having to like pull out new tokens and that shit.
Now try to grab that money. Just try. It's gone. It's gone. You can't have that money. That money's been spent, friend. So, this is just straight carousing, right?
This is straight carousing. So I make, after a work week of carousing, a character stands to make contacts within the selected social class. Character makes a charisma persuasion check using the carousing table.
Oh, the
So on a 1 to 5, I've managed to make a hostile contact. Which would be great for us. On a 6 to 10, nothing happens. Kind of uneventful. 11 to 15, I make a contact. 16 to 20, I make 2 contacts. 21 plus, make 3.
Very, very nice. Are there any negatives you get for any reason?
What's that?
I'm just checking this. Middle to upper class contacts. Yeah, you got your upper class. I'm just looking for like, gosh, there's actually, this is pretty involved. I'm looking for if like any negatives appear for any reason. What's our roll?
It's a straight persuasion roll.
Just straight persuasion. Alternatively, a deception if you want. I'm just checking to see if there's anything else. You can assign. Let me see, because some of this looks like it's got rules for me over here. Once a contact has helped or hindered a character, the character needs to carouse again to get back in the NPC's good graces. A contact provides help once, not for life. Not help for life. The contact remains friendly, which can...
I want a friend.
I know. The contact remains friendly, which can influence role-playing and how the characters interact with them, but it doesn't come with guarantee of help. You can assign specific NPCs as contacts. You might decide that the barkeep of the Wretched Gorgon and a guard stationed at the western gate are the character's allied contacts. Assigning specific NPCs gives the players concrete options. It brings the campaign to life and seeds the area with NPCs that characters care about. On the other hand, it can prove difficult to track and might render a contact useless if that character doesn't come into play.
So would I have to spend 250 gold every time to carouse with them, or if we're already contacts, you know, maybe they spot me?
I think. Let me just reread this.
Oh fuck! I didn't read the whole thing.
Carousing. You gotta read it, brother. Carousing.
I'm joking. I'm still doing it.
It covers a work week of food. A character can attempt to carouse among the middle. A character can carouse with the lower. So So what it is, it's covering a work week of fine food, strong drink, and socializing. The money represents what you have to spend to do the thing you're doing. So I would say it has to be spent each time, unless you can find some alternative text here that says otherwise.
If we're going by the rules as written, no.
Yeah, I think I would say the rules by written only because they make so much damn sense to me. I mean, at the very least. I mean, it's nicer for sure. If I was the player in this situation, I'd be like, please, just let me spend this goddamn money once. But I think it makes a lot of sense to have to spend that to get in contact with that person again.
All right.
And keep the contact. Because it's like you come to them and you look all fancy and they have a conversation. You come to them again and you're just this poor beggar. Like, listen, I'm a little sweaty here, but I really want to talk again. And it's like, that's okay. You're a charlatan. Close the door.
I'm spending my inspiration on this roll, by the way.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Everybody gets one like inspiration. Everyone gets
Not
one.
just one. I can roll 2 ones.
Yeah. Always remember that you guys get one at the start of every session, so Somo and Martina, you still have your single session inspiration. They don't stack, so use them. When you
So let's just go ahead and waste our roll here for a little... Oh! -2, that's 11.
That's 11.
That's a success.
That's an allied contact.
Yes.
Isn't it fun when so much hinges on a single roll? 250 gold hinged on that one roll. That you
so
just
this
got.
means it should be a good fucking contact then, right?
So you have made an allied contact. So here's the thing. I'm not just gonna choose somebody randomly. Who are you looking for? Like, give me the gist. I know you're not gonna have a name.
I think we know who I'm looking for. I want, if we're going high class, I want fucking Laurel Silverhand.
Laurel. Gotta get my girl Laurel in here.
Fucking skin so great, you know.
Oh boy.
What is her name? Is it Laurel?
It's Laurel Silverhand. You got it, man. You remember your bae?
Oh.
You remember your bae?
Got her.
God, we can't forget that name. All right, yeah, abso-freaking-lutely. So what is it that we are now? Well, I want to role play stuff out, but I want to get the numbers and the gist out here before we lock into any kind of RP scene. What is it that you get out of this? So you've made a contact and they give you what, like a favor? Is that what's happening? Once
I
a
think
contact
it's
helped or hindered. Helped. Let me see. Contacts or NPCs that share a bond with the character. Each one either owes the character a favor or has some reason to bear a grudge. A hostile contact works against. Allied contacts are friends who will render aid to the character.
Wouldn't it be great if I got her as a hostile character?
Oh my god.
High-ranking person, kind of in charge of the city, just like hostile content.
Laurel Silverhand in this adventure is not a bad guy, so I had to pick someone else. But what's?
I mean, if I got hostile contact, if you get 1 to 5, you get the opposite of what you want essentially.
Let's get Laurel on here. She's freaking sweet. She has a legit. She's by the money bag. She has a legit look now. That she never did before, because we just imagined what she looked like. This is Laurel Silverhand. She's a freaking badass. I love the art in this thing.
So cool.
So what's
those hands so silver?
What's the favor you're seeking?
Silverist.
I feel like the person asking the favor should be the one detailing it, rather than like Laurel just being like, "Yo, you're my friend. How about I give you a house?" I feel like you would.
No, I just show up like, "What up, Laurel? Give me a house." And she's like, "Yeah."
Yo, here's a house. Welcome to Housetown. What are you searching for with Laurel Silverhand?
Now do I have to cash it in now, or can I hold on to it?
Oh snap! Can you hold on to it? Yes,
Then
you
I bank
mother.
it.
Yes,
Well, let's
you
be honest.
motherfucker.
I'm gonna die in about an hour.
You can
I should probably get
absolutely
it now.
hold on to it, but I'm not letting you go quite that easy, Tom. Our scene opens at a lavish, gorgeous party. We see the high ceilings of an aristocratic mansion. They arc their way up, and at the top they are painted in beautiful detail of the heavens and the hells in a constant battle of balance. You are at this party. You are surrounded by nobility, some of the highest class of nobility in Mount Waterdeep. You spent your gold. You did what you could. You probably paid some tutor make me fancy for just a couple of hours.
She's probably got like just regular black like hats on and like a mint green blouse with like white in the middle and like gold frill.
Oh, absolutely.
Her clothing definitely looks more masculine than feminine.
Okay, masculine and feminine. I love that. We see as everybody takes to sort of their courtly banquet, and eat their food. There is a chime of a bell as some tables are immediately moved out of the way via magic, and a ball begins of beautiful music playing. The tunes are angelic, and then as the dancers start to dip their way in and take well with their partners, the music shifts from that angelic tone to a more, I would say, low, terrifying beat, and it would shift, and they would immediately take a different kind of dance form, one that might be thought of as unexpected, but you can see the joy on the nobility's face at doing something that is almost considered a little taboo for the moment, and the dance would shift, and then go back to the pristine beauty of the angelic chords. During this dance, at one point or another, you are picked up with a partner, and you are making your way around. And at one point,
Radara was quick on her feet. She's quick on her feet.
Yeah, Radara's quick on her feet, trying to mingle with whoever you can, but none of them are your intended target. You are looking for whoever this you're not 100% sure who. You have an idea, but you don't know if you're just so lucky who this party exactly is being hosted for. And then you hear an applause as a woman enters the room, gorgeous and beautiful, as she makes her way across the silvered floors. You can see that with each step there is a magical presence to this individual, a intimidation and beauty that are mixed so well together. And she spots you immediately for whatever reason, and I think we skip back. We do what's the thing in the other? We do a flashback to an individual going, "If you are looking for the big catch, this is your tutor." Says, "You must."
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
He's got a thick accent.
And I know who you are looking for. And he says, "This," and he pulls out a pin of a silver rose. He says, You wear this, and you will catch the eye of the one you seek. And that was a little bit of your money, so 50 gold, and you're wearing this pin, and she spots it. And
I think we're doing the dance, and it's one of the dances where you switch partners.
Yes, exactly.
And
And
you go through.
you immediately meet in the middle as she gets to you. She comes to you exactly as you would want. And as she approaches you, and you are immediately linked, eyes locked. You can hear her voice just sort of. And when she speaks, it's as if the music is drowned out around you, just so that you can hear her ever better. And she says, I did not expect to see such a beautiful woman cross the room.
This makes me so happy.
Tell me. And she puts her hand, slowly, she's shorter than you, down on
I'm like 5'2".
She's shorter than you.
Oh, man. Never mind. Next.
Shit.
She's taller than you. That's what she wants.
No, I'm joking.
No. She will put her hand on the brooch.
Yeah.
She will say, "It has been a very long time since I have seen the symbol of my homeland. The Dales are ever so far away. Are you from there? You've been trained. You've been told a little bit about this. Are you faking that you're from the Dales? Do you want that to be the situation?"
So I did persuasion instead of deception on my roll,
mhm.
so I think Radaro
That's true.
stays
truthful.
And she says something along the lines of, "No, but I hear they're wonderful this time of year."
She says, "I do miss the cherry blossoms." Your dance goes smashingly. And
Radaro dances a little more risque, probably. I mean, this isn't her scene, really. This is her prim and proper. She's more accustomed to just getting on the floor and twerking it out. But
yeah, you finish the dance, and as you do so, she pauses, and people begin to leave, but she stays and looks at you, and she says, "Funny, I knew you're here looking for me. And I know you're not anything that you look to be. I was wondering if you would lie. And you didn't."
Well, I try and stay true to my word, my lady.
I love the people of my city. Each and every one of them. Whatever paths they've strayed upon.
And then he jab her with the dagger. No, just kidding.
And she
My
sends
favorite
you...
is your blood.
And she sends you to the abyss. And you're gone forever. Good scene. All right. And yet she will say, "When people seek me out, it's always for a reason. I'm very interested in what it is you need, or why it is you are looking for me. Your name, ma'am?"
Name's Radaro and Ayala. I come from a small town in Nightstone. So really quick, out of character, guys. There's like 3 things I could be going for here. I'm only gonna get one of them until I do this dumb roll again. Thing number 1 is a backstory thing. Thing number 2 involves getting money for the tavern. And thing number 3 is just trying to bone her. And that's the thing.
Of course.
She will say, "Nightstone. I remember Nightstone. Tell me, how is our, what used to be, distant ally?"
Nightstone is struggling since the giants came and since your little heroes came, and
I had hoped that those I sent would save that place from its fate. We had saw it coming for some time, but the giant incursion was a lot. Many settlements suffered. Nightstone definitely among them. Many of those places have been recaptured by civilization for a time, though by hands I would not have care for my most sturdy of goods. The Zentarum are reckless.
Much like the adventurers that often get sent out to these small towns. You never really count on them for one thing or another. You know, some of them are right, some of them are
And,
some of them are a little too wild. You
she
know?
will say, I think I understand where you are getting at. I knew of the going-ons at Nightstone. Unfortunately, there is little that one can do with what power I have. And I am, well, not to boast, one of the most powerful souls in the Sword Coast.
Yeah, inside Nerdaro, you just hear the cha-ching.
And she will say, Nightstone's current position is one of regret. I cannot control all of the people that I send, all of the heroes, as their names would call them. They are useful in times of great need, but as you say, your words ring true. They can be chaotic, and Nightstone was one of those situations. If you wish to discuss to me more of your homeland in the hopes that I can do something about it, I have to sorely disappoint you. You see, for how powerful I am, Rodaro, Niala, my chains are very heavy. I used to be an adventurer much like yourself. Look upon me, for 'tis is the fate of all those who survive.
When she says "look upon me," Rodaro does the hard like up and down check her out look, right? And she says, "Listen, Lady Silverhand, if we want to discuss some business or something, we could do that some other time. Tonight's for fun." And then she moves it. She doesn't make an advance, but it's...
Okay, yeah. She will smile. She will say, of course it is. And she will look up and around and she'll say, too many of these banquets are held in my honor. Perhaps one day there will be one in Nightstone.
Oh, Rodaro gets a big old little smile.
And
I hope we can work some. I hope I can help rebuild Nightstone to that point.
I hope you can too. Perhaps with my help. Those adventurers that I spoke of before, many are chaotic, but some are the saving grace of many of the providences of Faerû. Perhaps you are one of them. And she'll
Maybe
say,
if we had a little guidance for him out there. See, I was thinking of maybe setting up a little outpost out there when I get a little more money. Send some mercenaries out, send some adventurers, you know. We teach them right.
let me say this. I think that your aspirations are true, and that you will achieve them with time. But I can also tell that you do not have the coin or ability to see me more than possibly this one time. Seek out Yalabaster in the Yawning Portal. He is one of my agents. If you are looking for more interaction with the city of Waterdeep and the Lord's Alliance that once held Nightstone, that is where you should go. He is a competent man.
Perfect. Thank you so much, lady.
Now, let us enjoy the rest of the night and the coin that you have so hard spent to be here.
Yeah. Yeah. They party up the night.
Yeah, they do. You don't get anywhere with that's like
That's high level shit.
you gotta get renowned number 5 in the.
Listen. My other character had to get to like level 14 in order to bone her.
You don't have the renown.
I don't have the renown. All right, start farming rep.
Good scene.
Rep grinding.
Good, entirely improv scene. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom.
And so I'm holding on. Is that pocketing?
One favor.
That,
One favor from, I would say, the Lord's Alliance, and you're going to be speaking to Yellowmaster.
Who's got a little more? Who's got more of a pocket to, if I needed?
She's gonna probably send word to her agent, who's going to help. You're not gonna be, unless you have another 250 gold. You're not seeing your lady Silverhand. But so she's sent you in the right direction. He will be the one administering said favor, and that favor depends upon what it is. And I think that you know the limitations of what a favor like this is. I think you have a good idea as a player, and you won't go out of bounds. If you do, I'll tell you.
I want Vorpal longsword.
I wanna be the open lord of Waterdeep.
I want to be 4 lords of Waterdeep.
I want Waterdeep.
I want the dragon horde heist.
Give me the whole thing.
Give me the whole thing.
So, we zoom out of that scene. That's 1 week for you. That's 1 week, Rodaro. Do we want to do another week of somebody else?
It's a whole week of boning Lady Silver.
You don't got enough to, you
No.
know.
I aim high. I got high standards. High class standards.
High class standards.
I ain't saying Radar's a gold digger.
You gotta get that renown. You're not in the bone zone yet.
I'm not in the bone zone.
The bone zone's anywhere between level 6 and 7.
In the contact zone. Gotta get out of the contact zone.
You're
out of the friend zone.
You're hard.
The bone zone.
You're hard acquaintance zone.
All right, guys, let's start funneling me more money. More money. More.
Sure.
More money. I gotta see my girlfriend.
I gotta see my girlfriend, who I can only see if I spend like a small fortune.
Wow.
I mean, the thing about it is that's great is that's the thing about that that's great is it makes complete sense because it's not her fault. She has no time as a huge politician and noble to like get to you. Like you have to get to her.
So what'll happen is on one of these faction quests, we'll go to some magic cave and we'll find a lamp, and I'll wish I was.
Did you want to pick up as this isn't even a downtime activity? Did you want to pick up with Yalabaster as a quest giver? Do you want the Lord's Alliance quests?
Before we do that, I want to go back and visit my girls back at home.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and
Well, I'm still looking fresh as hell.
Let's go back and forth because I think these weeks might take a little while. We might just have a downtime episode here. So we'll go to Martina for one. But if you're coming back, Rodaro, to see your girls, spend some time at Troll Skull Manor. Was there something you actually wanted to do?
I mean, I was probably gonna take them with me.
Oh, to where?
To Yalabaster.
Oh yeah. Do we want to do that scene
with my crew?
Sure.
Or we could do a Kristen downtime week if we want.
What do you guys game for?
I'm up for anything, pretty much.
By the way, it's totally on purpose, so Radaro's trying to like save money and stuff to send back a Nightstone, but the first thing she does when she gets a bunch of money is spends it all to go to some big party.
Okay.
It's all gone. Dang, dude.
Yeah.
Where is
if we do this thing for Lord's Alliance, will they pitch in towards the tavern? As the other people
if you complete a quest, yeah.
Ooh.
If you complete a quest for him, I mean,
make up faction quests on the spot.
No, I don't make them up. That one exists.
Oh,
that one's actually
hopefully
a real
it
one.
Sucks. This is 6 scarecrows this time.
I can't remember. I literally don't know what it is, so you're gonna get it from me reading it right off the fucking top. Like I have not read it.
Sweet. It doesn't have to be a big showy thing.
No, we're good.
But I mean, I think Rodaro comes back like late the next or early morning the next day. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rodaro like walks in. She's like, "Hello, I'm home, everybody. How are we all doing? How's it going?" You know, she's still like hungover, kind of. Like I think one of her heels is broken at this point.
Soma is definitely there, meditating and waiting for you to safely come home.
Where is
Okay, Mom.
Well, you're one of the people that she saw in her vision, so she's like, okay, she needs to be alive. So hopefully, the one she's coming home. She's
You're
coming
like
home.
proper meditating, and Renaro like half drunkenly like busts in. And he's like, "Hey, Solba, what's up? How's it going?"
She just opens slowly her eyes, and she's like, well, you look happy.
Oh, the happiest. Where's your sister? Where's your sister out there? Martina!
I am not there at the moment.
What?
Shortly after you, looking ragged.
Martina, where were you?
Party ragged. Like, I'm all like... Whatever. And it looks like, too, like I'm trying to sneak back into the house, like, shut the door slowly, and then I turn around and go, oh, no.
I'm like, Martina, were you at the same party?
I was.
Party?
What?
Oh.
We weren't together?
No, man. I thought you'd want to hear, but Martina, I don't care where
No,
you
I
were.
just went out some wood, and I start to try to, like, awkwardly get out of the room.
Radaro knows what you were actually doing, right?
Training.
Is this the secret you shared at the start? We all shared secrets at the
yes,
start.
we all shared secret. I'm trying to...
You told me what you do in the mornings or at night or something.
Oh, hardcore training.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
I need to look up specifically what I told you, because I totally
great.
forgot what I specifically told you.
Behind my back. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, I have it. I have it here. I copied and pasted it. It's kind of sad. Here, I'll whisper it.
My sister's sad? No.
It's so
no.
sad. No, because what I've been doing this week
There
while
it
you're
is.
setting
I
up...
sent it to you in chat.
I just want Martina to be
so
happy.
That's exactly... So that, you know, Ed, basically, my week is very boring. While he was setting up the contacts to go party, I've been just training every single night.
Okay, yeah, you've been training with Maloon War Dragon?
I've been trying, if
You've been
Maloon will
trying.
take me. If
Um,
not, then I'm just, like, training around Maloon's area, being like, hey, yo, am I cool enough yet? Hey, yo, am I
Balloon
cool
War
enough yet?
Dragon.
Let's get into that real quick before we step into the Yalbaster. Let's step into you meeting Maloon War Dragon. Well, you decided he was your acquaintance, right?
Yes, from the very first, but we were only acquaintances in the sense that we just met, but,
Yeah.
like, I was like, you're so cool!
Yeah, you could probably show up. He's always at the Yawning Portal Tavern. He's always nursing a mug of ale, and he's just sort of sitting over the edge of the bar, and he tells stories to whoever sits close to him. So as you sit down, I think he gets just like, oh, shoo, welcome back. So let's get his picture out here so we know our boy Maloon. And he says, "Well, you're the one who fancied me earlier, a couple of days ago. And your name, Martina?
Yeah, that's my name, you remembered! I mean, yeah.
Isn't that a drink? Or a martini?"
Drink. No, Martini. What? Oh,
Your name was kind of close to it, not forget it.
it's Tina. But you can call me Martini if you want to, like,
I'll call you
cool.
Martini. You know, I like that. I like that a lot.
Okay, yeah.
You listen to another one of my stories.
Sure. And then that's after he's listening, I'm like, hey, could you teach me to be like that?
Hmm? He says, "Oh, I put those days behind me a long time ago. Can't really
I'm not saying, like, going out. I'm just saying, like...
You've never been in Force Grey. You don't know what it's like. You risk your
but
life.
I could do it. One day, I just gotta get strong enough.
You know what? You've convinced me. I see something in you. And I see in myself in you. And I saw yesterday. Wait a minute. Wait, no. It's just you. Whatever.
No, I get it. Like, yeah.
You want to learn to fight? Show me your weapons. What do you got?
I pull out my crappy short sword that was from the and then I pull out my, like, very dirty knife, and I'm like, oh, and I got this, and I have a whip.
He says,
Chicken
wielder, eh?
Yeah. I got a big one too, and I pull out my bigger sword, but I need to hold it with 2 hands.
Ooh.
It's like,
Ooh. Come at me. Try to kill me.
like right here now, like there's people drinking, right?
He shoves you. What are you, a pansy? He stands up and
No,
his
I'm
thing.
not a pansy, and I start to, but I start like building up my courage. I'm like, okay, and I go for like a punch.
All right, yeah. I'm not going to give you a roll. He grabs the punch and flips you all the way around. Both your weapons are thrown to either side, and he slams you down into the into the floor, and you hit the ground so fast you don't know how you got there. And he laughs, and he's got a big drunken laugh, and he's sitting on your back. And he says,
My face gets real red.
and he just says, "You don't know a damn thing, girl."
You caught me by surprise, and like I wasn't gonna.
And he gets out. He's sitting on you, and he gets out close, and he can smell his drunken breath, and he says, "Every excuse you make shows me just how weak you are."
I'm not weak. I try to lift him up.
And stop crying and do something.
Crying.
You are.
No, I'm not.
You're a baby. I've trained enough.
eye.
He says, I've trained enough recruits to know every baby when I see him, and you're a baby. Stop being a baby and grow up.
I'll show you. I can do this. I'm like struggling.
He sits on you for the better part of the night. You cannot get up. As the patrons leave, he finally stands up. You are completely defeated, completely humiliated, and he finally stands up and he just goes, "So, get that baby out of you already? You ready to actually train? Enough crying? Or you still got tears left?"
No, I'm done crying.
Says, "That's right. A warrior doesn't cry. A warrior doesn't bitch about what he's got. If he's in the mud, then he's in the mud. And if he's got blood on his shoulder, then he's got blood on his shoulder. If he's missing an arm, then he's missing a bloody arm. And that's just how it is. You gotta deal with where you are in the world, Martini."
Okay. so demasculating. Martini.
This is that's your first lesson. Stop being a little whiny bitch. and then he says back and he says, "When you come back to me and you're not making any excuses, and I know you're ready for real sword play." And he goes back to the bar and says, "Now go home."
But I don't complain, and then I come back the very next day.
Yeah.
But that night still, I stay up all night training.
Yeah. You come back and you actually start playing with it. He will not let you fight him. He finds another like soft recruit who's trying to train with him. You find you are not the first to ask for the legendary Maloon War Dragon for advice, and he has you fight with others who want the same thing.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of them.
And it's always out in the back alley, this back alley between the buildings of the yawning portal, and it's just the back alley, and he's having you scrap. And he sits there every couple of moments. He drinks the whole time. He never stops, and he's always just giving pointers. And the wisdom pours out. And what he has to say is absolutely true. He's a master of his craft. Though you can see that as Maloon, if you spend more time with Maloon, he favors his right side more than his left, possibly a hint at the injury that put him out of ever being an adventurer ever again. Though he put you down quite well, he seems to favor that right side. So yeah, you are straight up training. So let's do the actual training for that 1 week, and then we'll come back to Radara.
Okay.
So if you hit the compendium button, the lowercase I with a circle around it in your top right hand corner, and type in downtime activities, you will get them. It's a gorgeous, beautiful thing. So let's do some real training here. Beep 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 deep deep deep. Train. See.
Where's the compendium button? I'm sorry.
It's top right hand corner, right next to like your chat button and that stuff. It's the I. It's the lowercase I with a circle around it.
Training.
I type in downtime training.
Training looks like it's for
Yeah.
Tool proficiencies and languages.
It is, but you are trying to train with you are trying to train to be a better fighter. So the tools that you are learning are new weapon proficiencies. You're a fighter though, right? So you actually have most of them, don't you?
She's got all of them.
You've got all of them. So let me think what you would learn with training. 25 gold per work week. Hand me that 25 gold. Throw it inside of the yawning portal.
Receiving training typically takes at least 10 work weeks, but this time is reduced by a number of work weeks equal to your intelligence modifier.
What's your intelligence modifier, Martina?
An intelligence penalty doesn't increase the time needed.
Okay.
If you're dumb.
So if you're dumb.
Okay, let's see here. Hold on. Intelligence 0.
It will take 10. At the end of the 10, I will give you plus
So you
1.
don't have to give me much. I'm doing this more for flavor than anything.
No, I'm gonna give you something because it's 10 work week. That works with work weeks. That's a lot. You're only getting 6 in this one. At the end,
it's 25 gold every time.
Because I want to do one thing on my I want to do pit fighting on my last work week, like as a form of rebellion. Like
I'm doing pit fighting for all of my last 5 things. If you want to go pit fighting with me, Rodaro will totally take you along.
After 10 of these, I will give you plus 1 in a stat of your choice.
Sweet.
Get that plus 1 to Dex.
Oh yeah. I'll give you plus 1 in a stat of your choice. Good RP for that. So, I think we have to actually do we have to do a roll? Is there like a legit thing that happens? Oh, I never rolled for a complication for Rodaro.
Oh, do it. Those complications are juicy.
Oh, I know.
If you want to just give me one, you can just give me one.
No, roll 1d100.
I want one though.
Roll 1d100. We'll see how you get.
What's the chance? 10%.
It's a 10% chance of triggering the complication for each work week of carousing. So you did 1.
Come on. No.
Okay, almost didn't get it.
I want a pushy noble wants to marry off one of their scions.
You need that. That's something.
Oh, never mind. Some of these suck. You spend an additional 500 gold. Never mind.
You would owe some money.
Okay.
To that instructor. So you don't have to roll or anything, you just straight train, but there can be a complication. So hand me that 25 gold pieces. Throw it somewhere in the tavern. Drop it.
Sorry,
Martina.
Brandon distracted me.
Also,
Okay.
if anyone's listening in chat, I have to let you know we are not in chat, unfortunately. So if you are talking, apologies. If any of you guys as players want to jump in, you can, but as a DM, I do not. It's far too distracting. Throws me off.
Yeah, I don't keep it open.
It's all good. So if you're talking, I'll read it right at the end and give you all the responses. Toss me the change. You don't get this training until you pay Maloon money.
Often, so I am slow at this.
I could
It's gonna be Maloon.
I can straight steal them from you. Here, I'll do it. I'll make it easier.
Yeah, steal it
Boom.
from me, please.
Give me that.
Straight took
You
it.
have to say yes.
Let it go. Okay.
Cool. So that was 100. So I'm gonna give you back some monies. Some monies.
Now they're.
Ooh. Oh shit! You took the 150. Whoopsie. Take that back. Crap. I lost my 50. What up?
You're stealing another card from me.
I'm
You're
stealing a
50.
50 that I accidentally put in there.
There we go.
That was a complete.
Just keep taking our money.
was
Just
complete
keep
mistake.
taking all of it. Just
And
rip
there
it off.
is a complications chart on this.
Crap. I lost the 50. It's gone forever.
That's
Out of
fine.
the deck. I'd have to recall.
So roll
all of your
1d100, Kristen.
I just gotta get you guys money back. I can't believe I lost the 50. It's not good.
Roll a d100.
Oh no, there's the 50.
Yep. You have or just roll a d10 on a 10% chance. On a 1, the complication happens.
Oh, here.
Is that enough? 1, 2, 3, 4.
You said a d10 instead of 100.
Yeah, I mean they're the same.
Pick up all this gold I put down.
Oh,
what the fuck? I did 100 and got a 1.
What?
Oh, complication.
Pick up this gold. Pick up this gold while I figure out this horrible
Roll
fate.
1d6, Krista.
Let's see how your character dies.
Okay, hold on. I'm picking it up. What do I do with it? I've only touched gold once in this game.
Okay, so right click
Right click it.
and
Hey,
hit
click. That's what I need to do.
add take card. It's at the top. You might
Got it. Got
you
it.
got it.
Figured it
Do
out.
it
Thank
to
you.
do it to all of them.
How many did you hand me?
That's all your money. I had to split a hundo. I had to split a hundo on you.
Great. Okay.
So you
get out of
you
here.
can drag and click and grab them all. So if you
Okay, I
drag
just need to get to this. There's so many screens in front of me.
That is an impressive one, Kristen. Of all the ones I've seen, it's a good one.
It is a very impressive one. Okay.
I wish I could hand
Okay,
them
click,
to
stop.
you.
I hope your instructor dies.
Oh gosh.
Actually, looking at this table, one of them is your teacher is a spy sent to learn your plans. Which I think is hilarious. Somebody would want to learn Martina's plans.
Wow.
Oh my god! I'll roll the d6.
You'll do
I
it?
got
Are you
this.
doing it hidden or
I'll help you out, Martina. I'm gonna roll your d6 for you.
And
Give a
sorry, my
3.
screen. Like I
Three.
tried to minimize my screen and it won't stop. Like shrinking and growing.
Do you want me to roll the d6 or do you want to roll it?
I got it. I got it.
Yeah,
Right here.
cool,
Ready?
Please don't roll a 5. Yes!
Yes!
Yes! Your teacher is a spy sent to learn your plans.
Okay, I have to tell you guys. I have to tell you guys right now.
Really bored.
And its asterisk was mean it might involve a rival.
I
So
have
maybe there's
no,
somebody.
no.
It's a flu.
No, guys. I have to tell you right now because this just happened. This just really happened. That's how the NPC is literally written. He is written as pretty much that. That is the literal character of Maloon War Dragon.
That's not fun.
I'm so sorry, but that is. I have to tell you guys. You already know. That's what. I'm not going to give you details, but that is what he is. So,
Kill him.
God.
Kill him, Martina.
anybody who has this adventure watching this right now is laughing their ass off because they're like, "That's the character." That's so funny. I was like, "Don't roll that one," because that's literally what he is. And you
I
got it.
wanted your teacher instructs you in rare archaic methods, which draw comments from, which is like wax on, wax
We don't.
off shit.
We don't have to do anything because it was already happening.
Oh,
It was already
That's
happening.
great.
this is beautiful.
Oh, wonderful. This is what happened to Martina.
That's fun.
Of course.
That's fun. The end of this downtime stuff is gonna be nuts. I just decided that some shit's gonna go down, so that's gonna be crazy.
Oh, Martina's gonna die.
Because that's got to resolve.
No.
So we'll see. We'll see how that
Martina's
goes.
gonna get held hostage, and we're gonna have to go save her, and I'm totally gonna shoot her in the chest with my bow.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
No.
This is fucking
With my
nuts.
monks, I'll grab the arrow. She will not die. No.
Sweet.
Okay, that's awesome.
Nice
So,
work.
so what? So Solma, Rodaro, Martina, we're back. We find you. We find Martina walking in. She's all sweaty from having to train with Maloon.
Yes.
And what do you? We're back in that scene, Rodaro. We're back to you. What do you do?
Yeah. Rodara's, I'm sorry I didn't invite y'all. It costs most of my money. Maybe next time if y'all wanted to come. I was at the craziest ball with all the nobles and all the wards of Waterdeep. We're all hitting off great, and we're all great friends now.
Okay.
What was that, Krista? We didn't hear a word you said.
What is going on?
Yeah, you should look at how dressed up I am. She's kind of like ripped up other clothes too. So she's like,
Ugh.
yeah, you know, like the head lady, this Laurel Silverhand. We're best buds now. You know, I call her Lori. It's great, you know. So you know,
This is
we
like
got that
someone
in our
telling
back
you.
pocket, you know, if we need it.
This is like someone telling you, like, oh yeah, my best friend, just made best
Obama.
friends with Obama. They're just like, wait, what?
Yeah, party went great. Anyway, she told me to hit up her boy, Yalabaster, over at the Yawning Portal.
It's actually Yalister. I got it wrong.
No, this is perfect because as I've decided, Rodaro can never pronounce names right, so she's going with Yalabaster.
Okay.
With the boy Yalabaster at the Yana portal. The Lord's Alliance is gonna hook us up. Maybe we can get some things taken care of for them. We scratch their back, they scratch ours. Anyway, that's where I was headed to in a few hours after I go to bed.
Okay.
Excellent. So unless there's another scene, do we want to open up on you meeting Yalster?
Yeah, I think as Rodaro goes to leave, she's like, Martina, you must have been at some party, girl. You are drenched in sweat.
Just chopping wood. I wasn't doing anything. Shut up! And I run to my room.
You waddle up the stairs.
Slam the door flies off the hinges again. And it's just like,
Damn it!
God damn it, we gotta fix this place up.
It wasn't
Get the
even
boyfriend on it, Solma.
It wasn't even on the hinges. Just grabs it to slam it and just like whips it off the wall and flies aside. It's just like that door is not hooked up. Those poor.
Selma's gonna be. I'm working on.
Yeah, like every day that's passed, like different guild members are coming with supplies, like sitting here by the black staff, and here's the wood, and here's the stuff, and then like you would probably once in a while have it's kind of like when you have like a landlord and you're like, oh, you're here to check the water heater, yeah, go for it. It's just they're like, we're here with the Guild of Plumbing, and we're gonna check your plumbing, and we just got paid by the Lord Falconmere, and so we're going down to check your plumbing, and that's the. That situation is being handled with that good 500G. You guys are close. You're another 700 away, I think. Right? Is it? It's 1200.
Yeah.
1250.
700, 750.
750, and you're close. Are we ready for the next scene? I don't want to stop any roleplay, but that's all I've got locked in right now.
Do you guys want a scene before we head over for breakfast?
I have nothing. Maybe I'm just leaving like an offering for the ghost or something.
I tell,
Just trying to be friends.
Not dealing with
Trying
that shit.
to.
He's been taking care of the bar a little bit.
Yes. Maybe I have like she doesn't drink, but she tries to like sit down and tries to like show him like, hey, I'm friendly, but she hates it every single time she tries to drink alcohol.
Yeah.
Rodaro, if she ever
that
sees
I'm
this,
gonna
it's
be
like
gone
Solma
for a
food.
while. I'm sure he cares less than I do.
Yeah. Rodaro doesn't think there is a ghost anymore. She's taken care of.
You haven't been down that tavern, so you haven't seen. He's
I
legit
haven't gone to
bartending.
the tavern.
Legit
at all.
bartending.
Ever since, I have not gone back in there.
Oh, definitely Soma goes there to talk to the ghost about her failed attempts to woo Tally.
Oh, we got a follower. Nice.
You go. Yeah, no. Oh, let's have a breakfast scene where we're all eating shitty breakfast. I think Rodaro is like trying to cook up some like eggs or some shit.
Welcome,
And she's
Major
like-
B. Jones. Welcome.
She's like, "Oh, hey, so how's the man going over there? Little Tally.
Not great.
No?
Not real. Like, when I try to flirt,
I'll be right
it
back.
comes off like I'm being aggressive.
You
I don't
always
know.
seemed kind of aggressive. That's
Yeah.
true. You want me to talk to him for you? I can carouse again.
I don't know.
I got that +4 to persuasion.
You just, she's thinking about it actually.
We
because
cut back
she's
to
terrible.
a thought bubble of you in the middle of carving like a piece of wood to get there. He comes up behind you in a scene that would totally be romantic, where it's like, Soma, you're pushing on the wood too hard. You have to be more gentle. And he tries to come behind you and you like elbow him in the face. Oh, it's just, and you're just like, oh.
I'm sorry, but woodworking is the perfect profession for this.
And he's just like, it's fine. I think we're good. I think we're good for today, Soma.
Okay.
I think we're good. I don't want to get any blood on anything else in here. Maybe you should try meditating or something. Get a little bit of that anger out of your fingertips. Please.
Okay.
I'm very busy.
Okay.
And he immediately goes to the back to tend to his broken nose.
Damn it. I try so hard, Ridaro. You have no idea.
I mean, I'm sure he'll come around. You just gotta lay it on thick, but not too thick, but not too thin, but not too thick. And, just gotta
Maybe you can... Maybe you can give me some pointers or something.
Did you spend 10 days learning how to, like, carouse?
Yeah.
How much would it cost to carouse with this boy?
This guy? He's like the middle one. He's like
free?
50.
Is it free?
He's not
50
free.
gold to go talk to my neighbor.
50. No, it's 50.
No.
It's not 50 gold to talk to your neighbor, you nerd. It's 50 gold to prepare to talk to your neighbor. Have you ever? I had to go to dance classes to learn to dance at my wedding. Tom, it cost me money, you bastard. I just love.
He's an expensive night out on town. Let me tell you what. If I'm gonna go hang out with him for a week, it's fucking pricey as hell.
So I love the video game. I know I'm being completely honest here. I love the video game like ideal thought of Dungeons and Dragons of like I need 50 gold to carouse with this person. You run up and just throw the money at them. You're like, can I talk to you?
Like me.
Can I talk to you now?
It's also Dungeons and Dragons, so we need 50 gold. What are we gonna do? Let's go fucking kill some people, get some money.
Let's kill some people, get some money. It's just so goofy.
Buy
All right.
true love. And she's like, you know what, Solma? I'd be willing to help you with that, but my pockets are a little thin right now. I don't know if I could really wow him over, make a good impression. I'd love to be your wingman sometime, though.
You get advantage if you spent time in the workshop with her.
Would I have to spend a downtime action hanging out?
Yeah, you'd have to hang out with her, like being there to like put. It would be. I would think. A thing of like going there and asking them out to the bar and being like, "Hey, you're my friends. We're buddies. Let's go to the bar." And you want to talk her up.
The three of us go.
Yeah, it would. I would be like
talking up Soma the whole
I think
time.
it would be the rumors thing to be like, but it would all be targeted at him. Like she's great. She's got like constantly like doing whatever you can to boost her.
I've wingman before. We got this.
You can wingman. It would be the rumors one for sure.
It's just I just like how instead of being like, yeah, we just want to go for a night, since in the game mechanics, it's like, no, this is all you're doing for a fucking week. Just fucking partying it up with
you have this. I mean, it's got to come down to numbers at some point. It's gonna hit numbers eventually. It's D&D.
It's all or nothing in motherfucking Waterdeep.
It's part
when
game.
we fucking party for a week straight.
You need that week. You need that week.
So it's like, so I'll say, so we're like, Radara looks around, Tavern's looking a little nicer, and she's like, so what are we doing when this thing's put? Are we making a bar? Are we like, what are we? What's the plan? Do we have a name in mind? Like, what's the end goal with putting this thing back together? We selling drinks? We selling?
You guys are in
coffee?
the bar. You're in the tavern.
No, Radara wouldn't be in the tavern.
Oh, okay.
We're in like a common room. We're in the library. I think.
I'll take a
Radara
swim
was
nap.
like eating with like her feet up on a book and like a plate, and she's like shoveling food in her mouth.
We should call it something cool, like the Screaming Portal.
Yeah, like something way more hardcore.
Man, Durnan can't wait to file his lawsuit.
It's an idea, Martina, but maybe something else. Maybe. Like...
Whatever, you don't even know good names.
Are we making a bar, though? We got a lot of money coming in from these factions. Do they want anything in exchange for this money?
Like...
We supposed to give them a good name?
We can make like an adventurers guild.
That'd be cool. We're like a liaison for these other factions,
yeah.
you know?
And then we like show them like stuff to do, and we tell them what to do, and then we kick by it. And then...
I like that idea, Martina. I like that.
Hell yeah.
What do you think, Solma? Sending people out, maybe not giving them the jobs themselves, but making a little place for people to come in and get work. Little yawning portal of our own.
I think that would be nice. Maybe
also
yes?
No, you go.
I'm just also thinking about spreading the word about Estes. For more people to know about him. Her.
Duh, nobody cares.
We can have some drinks named after Istis. Would be cool.
That's a start.
An adventurer's club, perhaps?
Yeah, essentially. And like, you know, if we're getting money from these factions, something like, oh hey, yeah, we bring in like representatives from the factions who could like post at work.
Coming in on Durnan's business. You're in a completely different district. You can not be affected.
Yeah, different. We're targeting a different demographic.
You've got E-Kill as your rival
He
here.
can go fuck himself. We walked into his bar and immediately started a fight. Because you know, as soon as I go back in that bar, I'm fighting somebody. And it's probably going to be the ghost.
You have to fight someone.
Yeah.
The ghost is my best friend
So
right now,
is
okay?
Floon allowed in our bar? Is Floon allowed?
Like he's my bae, of course he's allowed.
Okay. How is he doing?
Yeah,
I'm around often.
how is
Okay.
he
Oh.
doing?
That's
I just can imagine you going maybe after Thomas had just watching and peeking and following.
Do we want to do a
everywhere.
quick Floon scene of this? Of you saying like it's going great?
what, like it's fucking Seinfeld, and as we say that, he like walks in the door like Kramer.
No, not right now. I think it's another flashback.
Okay.
I think we're getting a lot of flashbacks here.
Yeah, we could do a Kramer's or
So
Fluency.
we see Floon on the second level of the Yawning Portal. One of the particular nights where it just got extra busy. You just finished a training session with Maloon, War Dragon, Martina, and you're looking for your bae. What would she be searching for? She just looking to spend time with him, or what's she looking to do?
I'm planning to spend time. Like my deal is like, I need to get in with my bae more and just be
Yeah.
protective and remind him that like I'm the only girl for him.
Okay, yeah.
Even though.
I'm watching.
Hey,
always
real quick
watching.
question. Can I, if I roll well enough on a carouse roll, if I get like the 2 contacts one, can I take both Floon? Could the 2 contacts be both Floon and Tali?
Yes,
like
it
I'm
can.
the 5th. I'm double wingman in it. You know? Like,
Yeah,
really.
double wingman in it. That would be cool. So we see you heading towards that table. You're in the packed bar. As you move out of the way, you can see Floon. He is seen at a table, and there are others that look a little bit like him. They are other dandies, and you can see around the table are very, very drunk women. And they're all around the
Get
table.
off my man.
And each of these women is sort of all over one of these dandies, and you can tell they all have that same personality of, oh yes ma'am, of course your prince is here, and they're doing this, and while it's happening, there's literally a moment where you can see this woman get really close and try to kiss one of the boyish handsome dandies. He says, oh no, and he just goes, that will cost you extra, ma'am. And she puts the coin on the table, and they start making out.
Oh, I hate myself so much right now.
And immediately Floon looks up and sees you. He goes, no, Martina, is that you?
Else would it be?
And he
Who's that?
looks and he says,
Girls,
oh.
I'm like, who's that?
Turns and he says, this is, I believe, Rosina, and this one over here, your name, miss? And she'll just go, you know my name, Floon.
Oh, we're gonna kill Floon, y'all.
Sarah. And he just
Oh.
says, of course, my beautiful princess. And he just says, Martina, have you come to get another taste of Floon? There is a seat open next to me.
Oh, Martina, don't do it. Don't.
I know, I hate myself so much
Don't
right
do
now.
it, Kristen. Don't do it.
Did I ever tell you that this
My
individual
kid.
saved my life? I believe I owe her at least another evening.
Kristen, don't do it.
Go! I
so
hate
something.
myself! No,
Kristen,
totally.
if you do it, I was gonna say, if you do it and then tell us about it, we're probably gonna go and have a side quest of trying to murder Floon.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
So what do you-
Because Regina, like me as Kristen knows Floon needs to die. Someone like him doesn't exist in any reality. So, is a dumbass.
angrily that stupid girl, like, I slam my fist down in front of her, and then I take my other hand and push her out of the way, like, too aggressively, and I sit right there, and I'm like, yeah.
No need for violence. I have time for all of my clientele.
Clientele? You're fucking...
He just goes, well, yes. He looks at you and he just says, uh-oh. And he looks around and he gets like a little nudge from somebody else, like, and he just goes, oh. And he puts a hand on yours, his soft boyish hand. He just says, Martina, did you think it was anything else other than, well, I have gratitude towards you. You saved me. But I'm a working... He just says, I'm a working boy.
Martina will for us.
I know, I'm gonna do it right now.
He just says, I'm a working boy. Now, you did save my life, and I appreciate that. If you want to spend some time with me, I would more than consider you a friend. Friends.
Oh, I ain't no friend. I take my fist and I just slam my hands down on the table.
Durden!
I want to
Durden!
just, like...
He goes, Durden, we have a live one here, Durden! Yeah, you rough him up a little bit before Durnan sends up some thugs to pry you off of the table.
Kicking and screaming the whole
And
way.
you can see Durnan come up and just go, I'll allow you to run your business on a more bar. This will cost you extra. And he just says, of course, Durnan, the usual fee, doubled. And he just says, please, Martina, I want to continue to be friends, but I think that we maybe spend some time apart.
And
We spent some time apart for a while. My services are cheap, I promise. If you want a long-time boyfriend, I am available. I have many. I'm a good juggler.
No, I'm like cussing out. I am just creating a scene. I have to be dragged out, and if I am not dragged out, I probably will strangle him to death in front of everybody.
The man holds his coinage in his cup pouch, so you can't really like. You gotta.
And then we cut back to the scene where we're eating breakfast. So like, so is Floon invited to the bar or not? Like, what's the deal with that? How's your boyfriend going?
He's not my boyfriend.
Oh, what happened, Martina? I'm sorry to hear that.
What?
Nothing happened. He's just dumb and stupid, and I never want to see him again.
Did he
What
hurt
did he
you?
say? Did he hurt? Yeah, did he hurt you?
I will kill him. Okay, I just stand up. Someone's standing up right now.
I'm planning that. I am planning that so hard right now. Okay, so we work at the hour specifically.
You saved a man of the night, and now you've discovered he's a man of the night, and you want to kill him.
I didn't say I was smart.
Are you hard? I know.
I'm like, Martina, listen, we'll rough him up. I don't know if we're gonna kill him. He's
I
kind
want
of a
his head
hot
up
figure.
fake.
We could work at that. That's possible. Well, let's not rush into anything, guys. Listen, you know I want to fucking rip this guy's fingernails off one at a time and shove them down his throat.
There had to be a line from him that we would have heard when she approached too, where it's like, I'll be your Raynar Neverember. Because he looks just like him. That's his play. That's like his thing. Let me take you back to Castle Waterdeep.
Huh.
All right, Martina. Well, anyway, I guess we're not going to be seeing much of Floon. So you guys want to go to the haunted portal?
Sure.
All right, and we can plan our little. I don't know. Do we want to kill him, or do we want to just fucking make him wish he was dead?
Death.
All right, death it is.
The absolute.
You know that he is a. You guys can take that route if you want. You will. I'll just let you know. You'll lose Volo as an ally. You'll lose.
I don't.
You'll lose.
Trash as an ally.
So Volo, you'll lose. You'll lose. Renar Neverember.
What's he gonna do? Give us another cursed house?
Yeah, you'll lose Renar Neverember.
Well, no, okay. So,
shit,
like, Martina being like Martina being a high-strung teenager, she's not like she's obviously like emotionally wants him dead,
Yeah.
and she'll keep saying that. But
Yeah. I'm totally cool with it. I will remind you of the code legal too. Like you will risk your characters being pretty much deported. So
that's if we get caught.
And I'm cool with
if
it.
we get caught.
I'm cool with the risk. Just want to remind
And
you.
stealth missions totally work in D&D. It totally actually ever.
No. Like.
Well,
Did
Soma and Radaro are smart. I'm sorry to cut you off. Soma and
No
Radaro
problem.
are smart.
Radaro's got that 14.
You
wisdom,
haven't gotten
you know?
details from Martina what happened yet. So unless
No.
your emotions are taking control and you're like, he hurt her.
You know what? I think because Soma was like raised to like learn about the information, see what really happened, she will be furious because she loves her sister, but
Oh,
she
yeah.
knows that she is slightly sometimes over exaggerates, sometimes makes up stuff up. So I'll try to get as much information as
Sometimes lies.
possible. She lies a lot, so it can be
Yeah.
like. I think I'm gonna be trying to be more chill about it. Like we're not gonna kill anybody if they didn't do something extremely like hurtful.
Yeah.
Like
You know full well too, murder in Waterdeep, even murder in self-defense is bad news for you. It's like murder in the real world. So like if someone
Yeah.
breaks into your house and you stab them, you still don't get away, you still can be charged for murder.
it's really funny because we were raised to keep our enemies alive and try to change their ways, and Martina is
Oh.
the total opposite. She always kills the things that we try to like refight, and then she just finishes them. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. She'll learn.
Martina, I think I know just the thing to take this frustration out of. My girl Yago is going to take me down to some pit fights later. If you want to tag along, you know.
We want to do week 2
If we could.
before.
Fuck yeah, let's do it. Let's do it right now. Let's
Before
go fucking
Yalster.
fight in some like seedy Fight Club-esque basement.
Let's get your week 2. Let's get your
I'm
week 2
coming to
together.
watch.
Okay, yeah,
That's
sweet.
what I was invited to. This
Let's-
is like, because this is happening during your whole thing, so like you're like
Yeah.
coming after your like religious service.
We can break it
Yeah.
up. We can break it up.
Yeah, let's fucking Fight Club it up.
Because I'm much more stronger than charismatic. Ha ha.
Oh, this is between adventures. Let's get the downtimes revisited. This is the pit fighting, right?
Yes, I believe so. This is the 3-roll one.
Yes.
Pit fighting. Pit fighting.
Yeah, it's the triple roll. It's like gambling, just themed differently.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it.
Triple.
Oh, I'm so happy we have freaking. I should have wrote down in the tags Xanathars because this literally just came out today. I woke up, saw it. What I love is every time I get something from Roll20 is I daydream about it. I go take a shower and I'm just like thinking like, man, this would be great if I had this. And I get out, look at my phone, and there it is. And it happened with the player's handbook. And I was like, yeah, click. And it happened today. And I was like, again, I called it. I knew it. I had felt it was coming out. And I got my Xanathars. So happy. So happy. Pit fighting. Let's do it. So, engaging in this activity requires 1 work week of effort from a character. Cool. It's a work week of effort, too. So that's another thing to think about. The work week is very much just like an increment of like it's a number to have.
Like we're not fighting the whole week. We're probably fighting maybe a couple times, but it's fucking exhausting. And
A
we're
work
getting
week
our
of
shit
effort
kicked
could
in.
be literally 1 fight. That could be a work week of effort.
Like we're not like, all right, time for my 9 to 5 of fucking getting my ass kicked.
Getting to the arena, booking the fight, getting it
I don't
ready,
want to
being
be in
trained.
arena. I want to be in like a fucking
this
cage match.
Yeah,
fucking
cage match.
basement.
Finding the place, making sure it's safe, like paying it's safe enough that you're not just gonna die unless that's what you're looking for. At which point, I'm adding a complication. There's a couple like that. The money makes sense, or for like how much or you would spend, or just the work week. I mean. You don't, the character must make a series of checks with a DC determined at random based on the quality of the opposition that the character runs into. A big part of the challenge in pit fighting lies in the unknown nature of a character's opponents. The character makes 3 three checks, strength, dexterity, and then a special constitution check that has a bonus equal to the roll of a character's largest hit die. If desired, the character can instead replace one of these checks with an attack roll using their weapons. The DC for each check is 5 plus 2d10. Generate a separate DC for each one and consult the pit fighting below. Characters involved in pit fighting must deal with their opponents, people who bet on the people who bet on matches, and the matches promoters. Every work week spent on pit fighting brings a 10% chance. Nice. Exoma, if you're there too.
Yeah.
I will say, so Martina's there, Solma's there, Radaro's there. Oh, yeah, Solma, you spent all your weeks, so I can't give you this week. I was about to give you a pit fighting week to be like, you're watching, so you could just gamble if you wanted to.
I don't gamble.
Oh, you don't gamble, that's right. So you're just watching. That makes sense. Cool. I was like, I think you could participate in this downtime activity just by betting, instead of anything else. It's just interesting.
Next time I'll probably fight, but not today. Not today.
All good. I think what I would do is I'd be like, one person take the gambling, and then the other person take the. That'd be interesting. Cool. Because I think these are.
Bring Antrain scared. No gambling without Antrain.
I think these pit fighting victory coins are for like you winning the matches, like your actual prize.
Yeah.
Lose your bouts, earn nothing. Damn. Okay, so let's get it started. Let me get my classic roll here.
Who goes first, Martina or me? We go. It's like crowded with people around. It's like loud music playing. You know, I'm like, yeah, that's
I'm incredible. I'll go first. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking go get him. Go ahead. Like
All right.
Like, Martina.
I'm gonna launch your DCs right now for this week. There they are. So we got strength, dexterity, and a special constitution check that with the best bonus equal to your largest hit die, which is cool. So you would roll a d20 and then your hit die, or you can just use your weapons. You can make an attack.
So yeah, you can do athletics, acrobatics, or 1d20 plus 1d10, right? Because you're a fighter.
Oh wait, let's get
and then you can replace one of those with a weapon attack if you want.
Okay, let's see here. Alright, I'm trying to get my screen up. Stop it, computer. It was athletics, strength.
Athletics, acrobatics, and then 1d20 plus 1d10.
First athletics, then
Right.
acrobatics, and 1d20.
Put them in chat.
Slash.
Although if you want to replace one of those with a weapon attack, you can. That'd be if the weapon attack was higher than one of those. Like if
These DCs are in order, by the way, too.
Let's do this. Okay. Athletics. Stop.
Man, this
Stop
is
it.
like how you make the
Roll.
most goals in this game.
it's like
Athletics.
One victory, you'll get at least 50
one
gold.
victory.
Acrobatics.
Oh,
Two victories is 100 gold. And then you need to make just this flat d20 plus your hit die, which is a d10. So a d20 and a d10. So roll 1d20 plus 1d10, and then you'll be good.
Got it.
Oh, 200 gold.
200 gold dropped in your pocket, friend.
So much proud.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is Rage Martina.
Good, sweet.
Martina, bonus action rages.
Please
and
roll
then-
for the complication. 1d100.
Oh,
Okay.
there's more complication.
100.
Yep, 1d100.
Hey.
Nice, no problem. No problem at all. So, let's get your prize money. I'm gonna drop 2 hundos right next to your table in the yawning portal, even though that's not where you are. Boom, you rich. All right, Ridaro, you are doing it as well.
Yeah. Oh God, this is gonna.
Here
go
comes your. Oh, I gotta.
Here comes like the 25.
1d or it's 2d10 plus 5. So let's get it.
There we go.
All right.
Oh.
Oh, those numbers.
All right.
Whoa.
Here we go for the first
I was waiting for it
one.
to be number 23.
Oh, just
Just
missed it.
missed it.
So close.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god, but how? What happens? What happens? What
Let's wait.
happens?
Let's wait for the last one, and we'll
Okay.
see. We'll see the d20 plus d10. That's not the right command.
Oh, and you got it. 2 victories, so you come out with 100.
I think it's a fight. It's just one of those like Martina beats up on her person, then I walk in and it's just like this massive like half orc. And I'm like, I look back and I'm like, what the fuck? As like the match starts, as Martina's like, well, hold on, what? And she just gets like clobbered in the face.
She fought smaller people.
And then like,
she got like a gnome.
Gets back in there because I get 100 gold, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna dump you 100.
It's a close fight. It's a close fight. As we're like slots. Although it says I can replace it. It says I can replace the roll with an attack roll with a weapon. So does that mean I pull out a fucking shank in the middle?
Yeah, you just stab the guy. All right, I'm dumping it right next to 3 strings. You can grab it on the stage.
Right. Let me do my complication.
Yeah, let's see here.
No,
nope, you good?
Too cool.
You good, friend? All right.
I mean, this is what I'm gonna be doing for the next couple weeks. If we just want to take care of it right now,
you guys just made 300 gold. Well, we're on week 2. Did we want to meet Yalster?
Yeah. They ask you questions if we just want to take care of it all now. Yeah, let's go talk to.
Yeah, we can do it. I'm having fun doing it week by week. We still have an hour. So
okay. Let's go.
Let's just, guys.
So when you're like, I don't
know
if we have enough time. There's always everything takes forever.
We can just thin it out so good.
Yeah, let's we win our fights. I think we get really drunk. Rodaro gets really drunk and hangs out with the guy and tries to get Soma drunk. Soma, do you get drunk?
Yes.
I think she would actually, because she never drank. You know how some how churches drink wine? Martina was the one who started behind closed doors, and someone's like, no, never. So when she does drink more, she will feel differently. She will be drunk. Yes.
Yeah. So we're like hobbling back, like white girl wasted, you know, like arms around each other. And
You're
we're
so
like,
small.
like my arms.
I'm just
like
carrying. That's funny.
Like,
Okay.
man, Marty, we kicked their asses so hard. We're gonna kick Floon's ass just like that, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like a lot of drunk. We like get lost probably on the way home. We end up at like the Zalba, whatever that fucking purple dude shop is.
So much more smiling. It's
And then
not
we spend
unnatural.
all of our money there. No. And yeah, it's just like hanging out. It's a great time. Everything's wonderful. And
Yes.
Oh yeah, very good stuff. What do you meet with Yalster this day?
I think it's the morning after. I think it's
Morning
another incredibly hungover morning by all of us.
Soma's hungover for the first time, probably being like,
Yeah, oh jeez. You guys, so I'll get you to Yalster's table.
Yeah, like huge bags under Radaro's eyes. She like hasn't changed since the fight. Essentially, it's just like, hey, Yalbaster, you're the dude, right?
So yeah, you see this alcove, which your character tokens are in right now. You see this alcove in the side of the Yawning Portal Tavern. An entire table that seats at least 6 has been completely taken over by Yalster Silvermane, who has a ton of like papers and all kinds of different things. Like he's made his personal desk effectively. This entire area is like his little miniature office, it would seem. He wears a pair of glasses that are kind of low, like reading glasses, and he's got some candles set up and all these different stacks of paper. And he looks up immediately at you, and as he looks, you can see his eyes like magnify a lot just in the reading glasses. They're pretty strong just for reading. And it looks and he says, "Oh, you are who?"
Radaro. Niall.
Wait.
Laurel Silverhand.
Wait, one
told
minute.
you
One
I
minute.
was
One
coming.
minute.
These are my wonderful. Yeah, it's Radaro. Just keeps talking. These are my wonderful accomplices.
Just one moment.
Soma and Martina. They are known to kill, so be careful.
And he looks at a piece of paper. Oh, yeah. I believe you were supposed to meet with me yesterday. And he looks you up and down and he says, "What happened to you?"
Duty called. We are a bit of a vigilante corp. We had to stop some trouble. You should see the other guys.
I was told.
Quick pause. Quick pause. Did we all do this? So yesterday we were all pit fighting.
Yeah.
Came to this. Okay, just wanted to clarify. Okay.
Yeah.
We were gonna go do this yesterday, but instead you were like really pissed off, so we're like, let's go fucking get drunk and pit fight, because that's what.
Okay, good.
This
Okay.
is the classic breakup, like hit the gym, go do kickboxing, whatever. But the
Almost
D&D
murder people,
equivalent
and then-
is.
Sweet. We could go back to the scene. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. I was just like, what?
You're good. There's no seats available at the table. They're filled with old papers that have definitely, you can tell by their age. Some of them have stains of drink and stuff. But a lot of them have gone, like, you can tell where the archive is. It's sitting at the bottom of that chair. And that paper hasn't been touched in weeks or months or however long. And he's looking through, he says, my superior said that you would be exquisite, at least
My.
he says, at least he was supposed to look the part, and he says, "Well, adventures are adventures, as they will be. I wish I could."
Rodaro always keeps that silver rose pin.
Yeah,
on
right
that,
there.
Too. He always keeps it.
Yalster doesn't seem to take any real notice to it, but he takes the paper and he folds it and he just stacks it on a pile, and he stamps it and then just puts it over on a pile and just goes, "So, you have expressed interest in working with the Lord's Alliance."
Mm-hmm. We have some mutual goals in mind with the Lord's Alliance.
He kind of like pushes back, and you can tell his chair has been customized. It rolls unlike any other chair. It has actually like Temple of Gond gear on it. Like he's got a fancy chair, and he rolls back and kind of looks you all up and down. And then he goes from Rodaro to Martina, much of the same, to Solma, who just seems. What's Solma look like? Is she drunk too? Was she?
She has her hands crossed and she's like trying to concentrate.
Keeps telling you. She says,
Oh yeah.
"You are." He reads the paper again.
Oh.
"You're thuggish types."
Excuse me.
And it just says, "Oh no."
You're scrawny type.
It just says, "Oh,
Yeah, high five, Martina.
I didn't." And he says, "I'm sorry if that was offensive.
A little bit.
You are. I mean, that's kind of your thing, right? You fight."
That's true. That's what we were doing last night.
Can you guys talk quietly? My head hurts.
It says,
She got hit in the ear.
I believe
Yeah.
that is the. And you don't have any other grand affiliations, yes?
We have a working affiliation with a couple other guilds, but we're willing to dip our hands in a few pots, see which one has the sweetest honey.
Your bottom scrappers. Okay. Well, we need thugs and bottom scrappers in the in the Lord's Alliance. The dirty work has to get done by someone, and it seems as though
I ain't scratching nobody's bottom.
well,
I'm saying that right now.
we all start somewhere. Lady Silverhand highly recommended you, but looking you up and down now, I can definitely see that there is work that I could have you do. There's a job currently that has not yet been taken, and it would probably be right up your alley. You like
Perfect.
fighting, don't you? It's sword, blood?
Yeah. We're a bit of a... Martina's a bit of a badass over here.
See? I know your kind, you know my kind. I like certain things, and you like certain
You're
things.
you like smelling your own farts and all that killing things, so I think we're great.
He laughs a little bit, and he's just like, as would one...
Rodaro makes it clear it's a joke. She thinks
Yeah.
like, oh, you're talking shit about me, so I'm gonna talk shit about you
Yeah.
a little bit, even though he doesn't
And he
get
just
it.
says, yes, and eventually after I whiff them, they make their way down to you. So... And he just sticks the paper back on and he says, well, if you're interested in work with the Lord's Alliance, as I said before, we are in need of muscle, and you seem to have plenty of such a commodity. Says, came highly recommended from Lady Silverhand, so I believe that there will be work to be done. And he takes out, let me see, and he pulls out a drawer, and you can see now that there are drawers. This table just must belong to him. He must be paying Durnan something. He pulls out a freaking drawer and he rifles around and moves some things, and he has some metal and he pulls out some badges. And he says, "These will show that you have your lower temporary rank within the Lord's Alliance, soon to be more solidified later on, of course." And he holds out, just to show that you are working with us. Only brandish them when you are on jobs with us. If you are caught brandishing them any other time, there could be consequences. But these are for you. 3, yes, 3. And then he's like looking around. You can see he's pushing away nicer ones for rougher looking ones, and he puts them out.
By the way, I like to think Antrang's character is actually a high-ranking member of every guild.
I like to think that he's a
a
masked
member.
lord. I want to think he's a masked lord of Waterdeep.
He's the masked lord of Waterdeep.
He's one of the
He
many.
doesn't remember that he is.
He says,
He's old and see it.
says, "Well, I believe you seem prim and proper and ready for your first mission. Straight out of one scrap and into another." Says, "Well, the issue on the table," and he brings out another piece of paper. I'm just gonna keep getting my paper prop, whipping it open. And he says, "Yes, this one will do. This one will do." He stamps it, signs it, and then pushes it over to you. Whole bunch of fucking words on it and shit. I don't know.
Rodaro does not let Martina or Solma sign it without reading it. Like, we are all reading it after the last poor scrape.
Yeah.
You're ready to sign it right away. I'm like, okay.
I'm like, no, grab the pen.
Yes.
What's the what are we working at for?
I don't have super details here, but I'm going to read you what the rules are. I'm going to read you what the rules are for the Lord's Alliance. The Alistair offers membership in the Lord's Alliance to those who qualify. Members are expected to complete whatever missions are assigned to them in a timely, professional manner. Refusing to accept or complete a mission can result in suspension or permanent dismissal, and you won't be able to reapply or anything. You'll be blacklisted. An Alliance member who is suspended receives no Alliance missions until the suspension ends, while dismissal from the Alliance means a loss of membership and the loss of all renown within the faction. Do these missions pay? They don't. Well, the last one will pay, but they'll do the same thing the other missions do, which is help you pay for your tavern.
Go hang out with Lady Silver. Wait.
If you complete the first mission, so you can look it over. It has the mission on there too, which he's just going to tell you. Other than that, you don't see anything else. Like, you can leave, but the way the Lord's Alliance works is kind of like, if you don't do our jobs and the minute we give them to you, and you don't prioritize them, you're out. Like, that's the kind of thing. They're very strict.
Rodaro
law.
the last task she gets is the first one she's doing. So
Yeah.
she's like, all right, what's the... Yeah, I think we all open up the mission.
Yeah.
And it self-destructs in 10 seconds.
It was just,
Yeah, what does it say?
Watch out, a fireball! No, a gang war, one that I'm sure you may be aware of, is causing quite a lot of unrest throughout the city. We have offered protection to several members of different guilds of the city, one so being the Dung Sweepers Guild. And you have there, on that paper, been assigned to protect a group of them. Meet them at the Mule Skull Tavern on Ship Street within the Dock Ward at 6 bells tomorrow. And
Strong Tavern.
guard them while they work. Do this every day for a 10-day, and your mission will be complete.
All right, let's go, y'all.
So this will consume a downtime activity of one of the players who can do so. So unfortunately, with Selma spending all of hers, I don't think I can give you one per se, but I'll let you be there, but it's not going.
I'll be there.
It's not going to. It's not going to give you any renown with the Lord's Alliance.
Yeah, I'm just a support, trying to help.
You show up with her lunch.
Basically, only Rodaro has to spend the time.
Sandwiches. Enjoy.
I'll do it. If Martina wants to come, she can.
Martina, are you going to join this faction?
Do it.
Yeah.
I've been training for this, man.
Heck yeah. Very, very cool. So, this will be the 3rd day of downtime, and this one I'm okay with because it's like it requires 10 days, and there's one encounter. Not you gotta roll 10% and see if you get the right thing. Like this makes a fuck ton more sense.
I'm liking this Lord's Alliance gang war going on.
Yeah.
Finding dung sweepers, people sweeping shit off the streets.
Excellent.
Protect the trash men.
Hell yeah! Let me get the Dockward music out here because this is gonna be.
Can the fight happen in the tavern that we meet tonight?
No, not quite. So the
because if we go in that tavern, I gotta fight. No,
let's get that Dockward music. So we see a scene that sort of makes its way down through the dark alleys of the Dockward. Let's head back. Let's head back to our good old Waterdeep map. Ba-doop. Down into the dock ward on what was the street? We got a legit street, and guys, somebody painstakingly wrote each street. We have to find it. It's in the dock ward.
What street did this say again?
It's in the dock ward. It's called
something.
Ship Street in the dock ward. We have to find it because somebody took the time to write all these damn streets down.
Ship Street is surprisingly not Dock Street. That one's the dock.
You gotta ping it.
Sail Street, Sea Lion Street. Guys, if we find this fast enough, we get the secret ending.
Streets, you have to pull it out far enough that you can't really read the street.
You can. No, you
What's
can
the name
zoom
again?
in. Ship Street.
Shimp Street? This Shimp?
Is it?
Oh, that's Shrimp Street.
It's ship. It's gotta be near the.
Oh, Ship Street. It's huge. It's right here.
Oh, okay. There we go. Boom.
Wow.
Ship Street. Was it at the corner or something, or was it just the Mule Skull Tavern on Ship Street, the Dark Ward, 6 bells. So we zoom down upon Ship Street. We can hear the sounds of the dock only a block away. Definitely a lot of dock workers sort of thing happening. And actually, you're arriving at night. That was the thing, right? You're helping the Dung Sweepers Guild at night so that they don't get killed while they're scooping up all the extras that are left over by the traffic. So let's get Dockward at night.
Martina and I are hanging out loosely. You know, we're keeping them within eye distance. But I'm not. Rodaro's not really paying attention to what they're doing.
Your sleep schedules are a little messed up a little bit by this. You get to go home, but you sleep during the day and you wake up at night so that you can make it to this job that you have with the Dung Sleepers Guild. It's gonna be worth it. You get that nice cash out to help the tavern, and some renown with the Lord's Alliance. And the members of the Dung Sweepers Guild range anywhere between the very, very young to the very, very old. They tend to just be pretty much homeless people who've been given a job. This kind of situation, something to do, clean up the shit in the street. And they tend to be. You get a lot of weirdos. You get a lot of creeps, and you get a lot of you get the nightlife of the dock ward. It's shady as fuck. Every once in a while, you think you see the entrance to the old Zoblob shop around the corner, but it just missed you. So you guys have been in there before. The 9 days of this, 9 out of the total 10 of going to this job over and over again, having to be in the streets, and after dark they are just covered, man. Especially in the dock ward, it's not great. They only hit the main streets for the most part. They don't go into the side streets, and you could tell why. There's probably too much risk, so those tend to smell a little bit more. But they clean up the main streets, the ones people see in the dock ward. And on the 9th day, so it's a boring day after boring day, and on the 9th day something actually fucking happens. And I'm just gonna drop I gotta impromptu drop a map, because we're gonna need it, because what happens is some crazy shit. And I'm gonna get my map ready before I
think Rodaro and Martina just doing the small talk thing, spending like a lot of time together over these weeks. And
talk about the long week while I make this map.
Martina, how you been doing? How are those nights going?
It's fine. Just doing stuff.
What kind of stuff for Martina?
Stuff.
What kind of stuff, Martina?
Guy, You know that kind of that Maloon guy?
Yeah, the guy. Yeah. Oh, I know
Well,
what guy you're talking about.
he's been teaching me stuff, you know.
What kind of stuff? Like how to build a.
Do you think Maloon would
boat?
even teach? Okay, he's teaching me
Okay.
poetry.
Alright. I hope he got some
Right,
pretty
he's
poems for you.
He's not teaching me poetry at all.
Oh, you had me there. Shoot, dying.
Really? Wow.
No.
You're gullible. Oh.
I mean, Martina, why? I mean, wouldn't you rather sleep? Why are you going out late doing
Can't
all this?
sleep.
Why can't you
I
sleep?
can't.
Why not, Martina?
Cause Solma.
What about Solma?
Everything. She like does everything. You notice that? Like she does. She's
She's doing
the one all the
everything with the
guilds
tavern.
want, works a lot, and then all the guilds want her, and then like she like fights everything, and she treats me like a baby, and I'm not a baby, okay? I work with Maloon. I'm not a baby.
You're not a baby, Martina. In fact, Martina, you could probably beat me up if you want to. Not that you want to.
No, I don't want to.
I know. I'm just saying, Martina, you're not a baby. You're growing up. But you know, Solma's doing all these things. Doesn't mean you gotta do what Solma's doing.
Well, I'm not, because she's not with fighting with Maloon. I'm not with Maloon. I'm like.
It just sounds like you're kind of trying to. You're kind of comparing yourself, aren't you?
Well, no, because I'm training and she's not. So then I'm gonna be the best fighter eventually. Save
Well,
me.
we'll just
and
have
then
to
I'll
see
save
about
her.
that.
I'll save
and
her.
She points
Oh.
at herself when you say best fighter. I'm like,
Right, Radara.
right. And she's like, well, Martina, just keep being Martina.
Oh, okay.
She like, Radaro tries to do anything to kill the time, like kick a ball around or some shit.
I mean,
Like,
you're supposed to be protecting
do a
these.
little- we're protected. We're like around them, you know. But it's like doing
I
whatever.
think I fell asleep drooling a few times. Like,
Yeah, and I like throw the ball at your face.
Oh my God.
Martina, that could have been a scarecrow. What the fuck? Don't fall asleep. Thought we learned from last time.
there's no plants around for the scarecrow to tend. Do scarecrows tend to plants?
Listen, I don't know a word you just said, but but stay goddamn awake, or a scarecrow is gonna kill us in our sleep again. All right?
We killed all the scarecrows. It's fine.
We did because we're fucking awesome. Let's be real.
Though I almost died.
I mean, you were fine. You were fine. Solma, on the other hand, if it wasn't for you there, I think Solma would have been a goner. What did you say? I
Oh,
can't hear.
You don't have your
God
thing.
damn it. Really?
Really? I don't know. You know, we make a good team.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. And then, are you ready yet?
Yes, I just got the right music. Let's hope it works out.
Yeah, we like high five, and then.
Yeah, you high five. So, let me get the. Oh man, is there a handout? Yeah, sweet. So you are pretty much having a normal routine. You're looking forward to the fact that there's only one day left of this. And after this night, you no longer have to deal with being a part of this night crew situation. On this night, you're making your way down one of the main streets of the dock ward when two of the dung sweepers you're supposed to be looking after have made their way down an alley, a back alley, to start cleaning an area that seemed just like it hadn't been touched in a really long time. Sort of like shepherds to a flock, you make your way over to them and see that they're in the midst of cleaning a pretty dark and dank alley that's not looking too great. And in the midst of trying to get them to either hurry up or, hey, get back to the rest, you all hear something, a rumbling come from the crossroads of alley just ahead of you. And that is when our music takes a shift. I apologize if this turns into like something really stupid really fast. I listened to the first 6 seconds.
I know exactly what you mean. Where you're like, oh, that sounded cool, and then you listen to the rest later, you're like, oh shit, no, it didn't.
I want you to imagine just the dark pitches of blues and purples at night that fill this scene and just build it to be this sort of like these huge like sort of stacked houses. If you remember the Dock Ward, you've had to deal with some dark alleys in the past before, so with how high they are, not even the moon or the stars reaches them, just how stacked the tenements are. And I want you to imagine as it makes its way around this corner, you see a absolutely just hulking creature, and it has come up around the corner so quickly, so fast and agile that it was almost as if it wasn't there, and then suddenly there is the silhouette of a horrifying creature. And it stretches out and lets out a horrible sound of which I am not going to even attempt to mimic. It is huge, the size of 2 horses stacked on top of each other. As it crawls up, it looks at you, and you see in its shimmering insectoid eyes, it screeches at you in terror, not in terror, but in just like absolute, like it's coming around. It's like a beast with a lot of malice in it, and it sees you immediately as food.
I just love how it's like, oh, there's a gang war. Ah, yes, the carrion crawler gang.
You can see it's covered in sewage. Like it's just crawled out of the sewers below. You
Does
can hear.
Martina know which sewers it came from?
Well, maybe you know all the sewer areas. You might have to make a roll. You can hear the sounds. You also hear the sounds as this thing lets out a screech of two individuals in plate armor. Rushing their way. You can hear 2 stomping feet of plate armor rushing down the alleyway from whence it came, and you just hear, "Get out of the way! Get out of the way!" And it's like yelling, like, "Any civilians, get out of the area!" And then these two.
I look at Martina. I'm like, well, this is what they pay us for, and
This one is right. This dung sweeper is right in front of you. The other one's right behind. He is completely in terror. This one is not moving, completely afraid. I would like initiative to be rolled, my friends. Let's get a battle. Let's irk a battle out of this episode.
I'm not there, yes?
You can be.
Oh.
If you want to be. I said before that you don't get
I bailed on your fight. If you want to bail on mine, it's completely
up to you. You just don't get the renown or anything. From it. You can be here to help your friend if you want to be.
You know, maybe I was coming to get them because it was the end of their shift and I wanted to like walk them home maybe, and that's when I see this thing show up.
Yeah, maybe you're further down the alley. You just turned and saw the situation because you saw all the dung sweepers and didn't see their shepherds. And you turn around this alley and you can see this horrible situation. This thing is just silhouetting. The moon is at its back, I think would be great. You can see the silhouette of this horrible, massive centipede-like creature. And let me roll its initiative. Oh, nice.
I'm gonna have to roll my initiative. It won't let me touch Martina, so that I can put it immediately in there. So I'm just.
Oh, you can't click on Martina?
I can click on Martina.
Cause my,
Should be able to click on this guy.
there finally. My thing has been real slow. It must be like my
glitchy.
bandwidth or something. But I've been having consistent issues with all this shit. Okay.
All right, excellent. I believe that is. Oh yeah, and I got to get the guards. They have an initiative as well. All right, Solma, you are first. You are furthest down. You can see this horrible creature. It is. Let me just peek. Does it have like extra like poison or anything? No. But yeah, it's laying out this horrible screech. It looks just like that illustration I sent you. What would you like to do?
Okay, I have now 40 movement because of me being a monk. So can I get to it?
Each square is 5 feet.
Yep.
So if you look on the top left, on that little toolbar, Michaela, the circle with the ruler coming out of it lets you draw this little line here, and then that shows you how far that is.
Yeah, the other thing you can do is if you grab your token and don't let go and hit Q, you'll get your own little arrow.
Okay.
And it'll be
So-
for where you pull your token.
Q.
Yeah, just hold on. Just grab your token,
Oh,
hold
hold
on to
the
it, and
token.
don't let go.
Yep.
I
got
see
it.
it. Okay.
Yep.
So I would probably like to move in front of Martina Rodar to get to the scared sweeper guy.
Yeah, this one's got to be
What's his name?
terrified too. Yeah, they're both friggin' frozen.
So I'm going next to him, and I'm trying to move my token, but I can't. Sorry.
Oh, you can't move your token?
Yep.
You might have to change on the top left. Go to select.
Yeah. So you don't.
Oh.
If you hit if
There
you
you go.
hit Q, Q's just immediately going to give you the ruler. But if you hold your token while hitting Q, you get like the quick ruler.
Got it. So now I get there, and I can't. Well, I can use my key to. How do you say? Step of the wind to move him in further,
Yeah, if you wanted.
and I want to get right up to its face.
Excellent. Yeah, go ahead and spend that
Yeah.
key point. You're right in its face.
So I can now do one action of quarterstaff and the other one with my monk unarmed. Yes.
You can only get one attack. You've
I
used your
see.
bonuses action to dash.
Okay. So now I'm going to use my quarterstaff, two-handed one,
Yeah.
to try to hit it.
Go.
Beat 'em
Somewhere.
down. We're gonna kill this thing before it even gets the turn.
That hits.
Okay, and it will be 5 bludgeoning damage.
All right. Yeah. Let me see if it's got any kind of resistances or anything. Cool. Yeah, you strike at it and it immediately like turns. I think it's the speed of this creature is the same speed you imagine. Like if you've ever like poked a centipede before, they just like move really fast. So it like immediately moves just extremely quick in that unsettling way, and definitely lets out some sort of insectoid hiss in your direction.
Yes.
Ridaro.
Rodaro, right in step. I'm gonna run over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to activate my newfound fighting spirit to get 5 temporary hit points and advantage on all attack rolls.
Nice.
As I'll stab into this thing with my rapier.
Yeah, you're gonna rip into this thing.
That's a miss.
All right, it's writhing from the first strike from Soma, and in the way that it is, it kind of kicks back your hand, and you're unable to actually land the blow as it's just writhing and moving. You can see
Action
now.
surge
Go
for
for
one more. 16.
16 will hit. Are you going with advantage?
That's what fighting spirit gives me advantage
Oh,
on
okay,
all
cool,
weapon
cool.
attacks.
16 to hit, yeah. You go for
6
that
damage.
second strike for 6.
Minimum damage.
All right, yeah, you can tell you just rip into this creature, putting as much damage into it as possible. You can see the guard running from the other side to try to deal with the creature. They immediately see you and they just go, "Don't engage! Don't engage! It'll kill you!" They just think you're a commoner.
It'll kill you!
And it's Martina's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna beat the shit out of this thing. So I want to do. Sorry, I just got this maneuver.
I think you can declare those after you hit.
And I'll be prepared for that. Cool. So I'm gonna run up to this bastard, and I'm gonna definitely like do an attack.
Oh yeah.
Do it.
Do it with my short sword. I'm gonna do a dual attack, whatever
Oh,
thingy.
man, I
Can
should've
I?
started
When I run, I can't do that, right?
You can hit him. You can hit him with your.
I hit him once. I just can't hit a second time unless I'm standing still, right?
No.
What are you talking about? Ask me again. I was completely distracted by
For
reading Carrion Crawler stats.
Dual fighting for dual wielding.
Yes.
Still do 2 attacks, or if I run, I can only do 1.
If you run, you're fine. Where were you? Right here? Yeah, you run. You can do. So that's 15 feet of your movement. Your main action and attack. Your bonus action. Your second attack.
Stop! Computer, stop it.
Tell your computer to behave.
You're done. There we
Assert
go. Okay.
dominance over the
So
computer.
short sword and then my hand axe. So first short sword.
All right. Excellent. Let's see it. Let's see the swing. Let's see if Maloon's been teaching you well.
Good attack.
Shooter, stop
Oh,
it!
there you go.
Hey, you talk shit to that. That's the long sword.
Damn it! Short sword's the same thing. Do you want me to roll a short sword?
Roll still counts.
It's-
Just roll the short sword damage. Just roll short out like short. Just throw an attack out. Don't count the numbers, and then yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
and then roll another d6, right?
And
'Cause
roll
it
one
crit-
more d6. Yeah, totally. Nice. So that'll
Oh.
deal a total of 9. Yeah, you guys are starting to just rip into this thing, and now you have the second attack with your hand axe.
And Kristen, now is
I can
if
do
you.
my maneuver.
Yep.
Oh yeah, your
Which
maneuver.
maneuvers did you grab again?
Goading, menacing, and sweeping. So this one I want to do goading to get its attention on me.
Ooh.
All eyes on me.
I don't know. Cool.
Okay, so maneuver, save.
Can
sweep.
you post that maneuver to me? Maneuver.
Menacing. Damn it! Stop it.
Oh, that's maneuver. That's not the right thing.
Fighter.
I got it right here. I got it right here.
You got it? Post it out. Nice. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend one superiority die to attempt to goad the target into attacking you. You add the superiority die out to the attack's damage roll, and the target must make a wisdom saving throw. On failed save, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls against targets other than you until the end of turn. So you can add another d8 to your damage. So you're spending that that die. So that's a man. Those things are so good. So go and roll another 1d8.
Battle Master. I almost
Dang
also went Battle Master, but then I'm like, man, Kristen and I can't both play the same exact statistically. The
All
same
right.
character.
You still have the short sword.
Then I'm in
So
the
that's
hand axe.
16 damage, and then he has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, he's got to make the wisdom saving throw. Yep, that's absolutely
On a,
true.
and then on a failed, and I think the Wisdom it's
Ooh,
8 plus your proficiency, which is 10, and then plus your Dex. But what's your Dex or
It
Strength
totally
bonus?
failed.
Whichever's found. Sweet. So now it has disadvantage on all attacks other than Martina.
Oh yeah, yeah. It totally
And then I have.
totally failed.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Good. No, you go ahead.
And then my hand axe. So I'm just gonna come by with a little hand axe. Choppity chop.
Let's get that chop.
Chop, chop, chop.
It hits damage.
Boom. And now you can do another maneuver if you want.
Just the
on
6
this one, too.
because it's not a crit.
Mhm.
If you want to
If
spend
you
another,
wanna-
if you want to spend another die,
If you want to make a menacing attack, you'll do another extra D8 damage.
Let's
and then you
freaking
can
do
make
this.
frightened.
Like, it needs to kill me now. Come on.
So roll another D8. And it makes what? Another wisdom saving throw? Is it?
yeah, I won't do anything if it succeeds or fails. Same thing. Since doing them both. It's basically for the damage, right?
No, this is different. This is menacing attack.
Oh, menacing attack. What's menacing attack do?
It's frightened of you, I think. If you could paste that one in there.
Yeah, let's see the
Hurry now.
menace. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can spend one superiority die to attempt to frighten the target. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll, and the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If failed save, it is frightened of you until the end of its next turn. Nice.
It'll be it will get disadvantage on everyone but me, and then it's also, if this works, it's frightened of me.
Which will
Yeah.
give it disadvantage.
It got a 12. What's the thing?
I think if yours is
8
12.
plus my proficiency, and then plus my.
So it should be 10. What's your? Is it?
Her modifier is 2, so,
So
it's
it's 12.
12.
So it just makes
you
it.
read it.
It's
Strength
And
of my
now-
dex. Hold on, let me see where my dex is before.
I think they're the same.
No, my strength's better. Yeah, let's go strength.
Alright.
And now, Kristen, we got a new fighter move called Action Surge, which lets you essentially get another action for free. So you can take a third attack if you want.
Yeah.
What a reason to be scared of me. Hells yeah.
Or
Short
you could
sword
do
attack.
anything else with an action. You could take the dodge action. You can do
Up to you.
whatever.
I can only do the action surge once, right?
Once per short rest.
Once per short rest. I'm gonna save that one for now. I already did 2 heavy hits, so.
Groovy. We're beating him up. He'll get like one attack and then we'll finish him off. I think. You know.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
We got it in the bag, y'all. We're level 3 now.
Level 3. This is a level 1. This is a level 2 mission too.
Yeah.
You technically shouldn't be level 3 right now, but we're
We
good.
don't get full experience for this mission because we're kind of over leveled, but you know.
Let's get the attack from Martina. with the...
Oh, she's-
No, I'm saving it. No.
Oh,
I'm
you're
not
saving
using
it.
that.
You're saving it. Cool. All right, the guards immediately run up, see you striking into the creature. Notice that you are not just regular commoners, and they take the opportunity to leap and kill the thing. So they're going to make some spear attacks, two-handed, just try to pierce into him. 2 hits, so they just writhe their weapons, or just lunge their weapons right into the creature's flesh. This thing's been more than bloodied and still is somehow alive at the end of its turn. So it is looking roughed up. It is completely surrounded, covered in sewage, being just ripped apart. On its turn, it's going to disengage, climb 30 feet to the top of this roof, and then move an additional 30 feet the fuck away from you guys.
Can we do like the opportunity attack, or how is it called?
Oh wait, no, it can't dash. It disengaged, so it's 30 feet up.
Ah, disengage. Okay.
So you see it. So essentially, what has going to disengage, so it doesn't take any opportunity attacks from you, because a natural creature is not going to want to get hurt. It knows it's outnumbered. Is going to writhe its way around all of you, curl its way across the battlefield, and start to just make its way up the like there's literally a Miyazaki film with a huge centipede that I'm thinking of right now. It just bolts its way up the like 3-story tenants, all the way to the top, 30 feet. So I'm gonna mark this guy as he's also fucking afraid. Oh wait, was he not afraid anymore?
No, my
He's
DC
not
was actually
afraid.
14.
He's not gonna stay
No.
anyway. If he wasn't afraid before, he's afraid.
Because it's 8 plus 2 plus 14.
He's afraid now for sure. So this guy.
What? 8 plus 2 plus 14?
No, 8 plus 2 plus 4 is 14.
Oh okay.
Gotcha.
Oh
Where
yeah.
are you
then
getting the 4 from?
That's my strength.
Your strength is +2.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong number.
No,
Bobby.
you
No,
Oh,
right, it's 12.
I got you.
You're good. I'll take that fear off. So it's not afraid in game terms, but it is running for it. It does not want to be killed. You've ripped it apart. There's bug guts all over, and it's 30 feet above you. It's running. I mean, it was running from these guards in the first place. It's continuing to run. Solma, it's your turn. This thing is it is out of your field of view. You can't see it. It's 30 feet up on top of a flat roof.
I will use my 40-minute speed to move after it, I think.
Okay, do you have a climbing speed?
I don't know.
I don't believe you do. I don't think
I
you
will
do.
You can
use-
step of the wind again.
Yes, step of the wind, I will.
Yeah, so you can go 20 feet, and then you could step of the wind to go the remaining 20 and get all the way up there.
Yes. And
So yeah, you are climbing up. I will need you to make the athletics check, or else you are not making it, because this is a climb. You don't have the climbing ability. You're half.
No.
You will be at half speed, but I do need the athletics check.
Athletics check, okay.
Okay, yeah, you make it to the top. We see Solma. What does that look like? She just goes after him. Like, what's that look like when you climbing these like odd like ghetto tenements?
I can see her maybe like using her staff to like push herself, jump on one of the like planks that are broken off, and just swing herself and do like a flip after it and grabbing it
Okay,
by
yeah,
some of the
by the tentacles.
yes.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah. You get
she's
yourself
holding it,
up on the roof. You're like on it.
and I was just gonna try to strike it again.
Yeah, you have an
And-
attack.
Quarter staff. Hopefully, I'll hit. And 21,
That'll hit.
Murderize it.
7.
That's all the life it had left. What does this scene look like? What do you want to do? You're at the top. You're at the peak of this roof. You're 30 feet up. You struck it. It's falling. DM decision. It's fallen back, and you're on it.
When it's falling, I just can see she's taking the force to like swing herself, so she is above it when it falls down, and it's like a cushion for her.
Oh,
And
okay,
she just
yeah.
does she is like the cool superhero pose.
Make an acrobatics check. We'll see if that
Okay,
cool
and
superhero
hopefully-
pose happens.
Let it be. And I can use inspiration if not. Okay. Acrobatics, 17.
17. Yeah, you can get what you want for the most part. You can land on this thing, so it falls completely on its back, and then we see that horrible thing insects do, where they just writhe and like curl up when they die. And that's effectively what we see happen. These guards panting as if they've been chasing after it. Soma landing perfectly on the thing, killing it. They looked up, and then immediately upon looking up, within a couple of seconds, poof, back down, and you're there. And it's just bodies there. Everybody sort of stepped back in the moment of the impact, so you're all a little bit further back.
I like to think I had to run out of the way because it was like right above the roof area where I was standing.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's like shit.
Absolutely. Let's turn on that other music. Waterdeep.
Yeah. I just walk up and spit on it, and I'm like, "Hey guys, we got another mess over here. I don't know if you guys saw if you're making your way over to clean this thing up, but
they're just amazed that they're still alive.
If you could get to that, it's what am I doing? I'm not your boss. Do whatever the hell you want."
The guards will just sort of pant for a moment and say, "Thank you for your service. Much appreciated. Been chasing the thing for near two blocks. It crawled under the sewers, it did, and it started making its way. And nearly scared half to death most of the people walking around tonight. Thank God you're here. Who are you? You members of the Dung Sweepers Guild?"
Oh, gross.
We're Lord's Alliance.
Always good to see a member of the Alliance. Captain Crowley. And he just puts not a captain, sorry, Sergeant Crowley.
Yeah, Rodaro, go shake his hand.
And he just goes, just patrolling with one of the new recruits over here. This is his name, David. And he says, "Hi." And
Hi, David.
And he says,
"How you doing? How you liking the job?"
He says, "It's going good till tonight." And
it's great exercise. It's a great way to stay in shape.
And he scratches his head. "Listen, you're with the Lord's Alliance. Maybe don't mention that this thing crawled out of here and got so far as it did for us. I think that won't be really hard for you, will it? We won't mention that you've got some members of the Dung Sweepers Guild over here. Imagine this is your flock of some sort, right? I've been on that shift before myself."
You know, I just can't hear you over the draft in my pockets. It's just...
And he goes, "Oh, well, I think you don't understand the situation here. Well, I didn't catch your name. Oh, no, he doesn't know your name, but it just says, what was your name?"
Now you want to know my name.
You have the badge on. Your little.
I do not have
Oh, you do not have the badge on.
I do not have the badge on. I only use it in dire circumstances, he said.
Who has the badge on? No, he didn't say dire circumstances. He just said when you're on a mission for the Lord's Alliance.
You know what? Rodaro is not wearing any badges.
Who is?
She phrase it like FBI.
Is anyone?
Solma, are you wearing the badge? Because I'm not.
I'm not. I was just gonna catch you guys to take you
My
home.
badge yesterday,
She
so.
says, "If you're from the Lord's Alliance, and where's your badge?"
You trying to pull something here, mister? You trying to make me not tell the Lord's Alliance things? And I'm like, you know what? I'll tell them what I want. And then you say, "Well, I'm gonna give you a rough and tumble if you don't do what I say."
Oh, I didn't say that. I didn't say that for a moment. Is that supposed to be me?
What? Oh, I think it is supposed to be you.
Yeah, I think this is you.
And then Rodaro pulls out her badge, and she's like, "See, bet you feel dumb now, don't you?"
And he looks at you and just says, "Oh, well, there's your badge. It seems you are a member of the Lord's Alliance, or at least working for me. You know you're supposed to wear those when you're on a mission. You get in a little bit of trouble when you're not. I'm just saying."
You got a lot of work. You know, we made... Can you imagine if we weren't here to stop that thing? You're giving us a lot of lip for helping you out. All right?
We're with the Lord's Alliance and we stopped it. Would you just arrest us?
I'm not saying I'm going to arrest you. Who said anything about arrest? I'm simply saying we had a
Am
little
I
bit...
under arrest, officer?
Do I get to talk, or are you just going to talk over me this whole time?
We're going to talk over you all night, sir. I think we should just move along.
I will move along. That's just fine. I don't need to have any problem with any kind of citizen. You did us a service, and you want to mention this? That's fine. If I hear down the line that somebody mentioned a thing or two about this, I might have a little whisper over to, I don't know, my friends in the Lord's Alliance about a couple of agents working without their badges on. So just saying, I got something on you if you got something on me. Same thing here, alright?
Listen, y'all, Peter, why are you being so mean?
He says, I'm not being mean. I was simply saying that it'll cost me a lot of paperwork and a lot of issues if this comes out anywhere, and I don't really want to deal with it. So if you keep your mouth shut, then I'll keep my mouth shut about you not wearing your badges.
We'll see. Keep you on edge a little bit.
He says, and we'll see as well. If I hear anything back, then perhaps my tongue might slip.
Hey, how many... Do you guys want to kill these guards?
No.
No.
Okay.
Please, do it. Kill my guards. Do it, Tom. Do it. I love these guards. In fact, I love them so much they're getting names. let me write them down. Crowley and David. They'll come back into play later.
I'm like, all right, we just won't kill. Tell Staggett about this. You're a little roughing up the civilians.
His eyes widen a little bit at you, knowing Detective Staggett. Do you want to make an intimidation check?
Sure. What's the worst that could happen?
You've
right?
mentioned one thing. So far, I'm not allowed to roll because you're just like he's caught you in something. The first thing he could. 10.
Average.
Let me see his passive. It's also 10. Nothing different happens. And he just sits.
If it's his passive is the DC, I win then, right? I'm the aggressor.
It's a challenge between characters, and if it's the same number, the challenge rules do specify nothing changes.
Okay.
So he'll go to say, yeah, well, I could drop a few names myself, but not a little. I'll save my words for later. He just says, we'll get this cleaned up just fine. You can take members of the dung sweeping guild.
Yeah, it's their job. We don't have to do shit about
He
this.
says, help us out here, will you? they make their way forward. You know, they get paid in a night's work. Guards are basically their bosses. So, yeah, they'll come over and says, you won't have to worry about these two. We'll make sure they get back home prim and proper. You have a nice night with the rest of your job there. Agents of the Lord's Alliance. And yeah, Crowley and David make their way down, carrying the corpse of this thing. It's like, well, we gotta get this thing back in the sewer and make sure no one ever sees us again.
I took a memento, okay?
They're just like, as long as you say anything, I don't give a fuck. He just keeps going.
I'm like, listen, Solomon Martinez, don't ever let somebody talk to you like the way they talk to. All right.
The guard are stressed.
Stand up to your bullies.
So the guard are stressed.
You know?
This is something I want to play in. Like,
they can be stressed.
You know
and
how
I'm gonna
like
stress them out even more.
That's perfectly fine. So you know how like there's gang violence and like you guys are doing all these missions and shit, and it's like, what's with the fucking harpies? What's with the scarecrows? Like no one's doing anything. These gang wars, man. Like the guard are fucking tied up. The city needs its adventurers to be able to deal with shit like this. Good thing you were level 3 when you're supposed to be level 2, you bastards.
I think we still would have beat these guys at level 2.
You still would have beat them. I contemplated throwing a couple more to make it more interesting, but these aren't supposed to be fucking massive mega quests.
It's that Ed's new encounter design. It says 1, now there's 3.
I mean, would you guys have found that more fun if there were more? I would have.
If there were 3, I don't remember how good carrying crawlers are.
He never got to swing at you. It was just running.
Yeah,
It also rolled a 3, so it's kind of bad.
Don't they have some kind of paralysis?
I could have also started it up. I should have started it above Crown. It would have been a cooler fight for the future.
Oh, with that like crawling down.
Yeah, like crawling on a building, like 25 feet up. That'd have been interesting.
But it makes sense if they're like chasing it, unless like the guards are like on the rooftop or something.
Oh yeah, keeping it up would have been the smart. Would have been cooler. That's what happens when you read a mission literally the last minute before. I have just read this mission.
Good. It was fun. It was a good one.
Very cool.
It's good to get to just shit on things sometimes, you know.
Excellent. All right, guys. Well, it is 9:45. I think we can get a wrap-up scene here. Where do we find our party members at the end of week 3 of their 10-day? Maybe we can get out. Maybe we can just irk out the rest of this.
I'm cool with just cranking out some downtime.
Do we just want to crank out this downtime? Martina and Rodaro in the pit fights? Is that what we want to do to get rich?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
what I'm doing.
This music's gonna play because our credits begin to roll and we see
It's a montage.
It's a montage of the fight, but it's all in the colored silhouettes. So with each punch, it like splatters like blood and stuff. And
we get like tag team fights in.
Like tag team
off the
fights,
ropes.
yeah. We get the credits and then we see Soma clapping. Like there's a silhouette of just like in the thing. It's gotta be, and there has to be like one item on each of you that is the color you picked too that we would see. I think that would be cool. Like either a weapon or like a.
It's the rose.
It's the rose. The rose. Yeah, someone wants to specify what their color is. They totally.
Mine was a dull gray.
Yours was a dull gray.
Nice.
Did we make
Red.
our colors?
Silver.
Yeah, our colors from the bottom were appropriate of your characters or your individual colors. What's the item that's colored on your character? Your background's that color, but what's the item? The only thing.
Mine's my crappy sword.
Yes, that's perfect. Soma.
Mine's probably. You know what? Let's make it a quarterstaff.
Yeah, let's make it the core stuff. That's sweet. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Cool. Let's get these rolls out of the way. We got 3 more. We'll play this music while we slam them out. I'm gonna do a DC for both of you. We're gonna expedite the process. So you will both have the same DC. You'll be making your own separate rolls, but you'll be having the same. So 1, 2, 3. Those are for week 4.
17, 11.
Alright.
And remember, after you roll these, to roll your 10% chance of something bad happening.
Oh, yeah. Hey, 1 success. Hey, 2 success. Probably not getting to 3.
Let's see.
Plus 1d10. Oh, 200 gold!
Okay, let's see here.
Boom! I'm just gonna drop it onto the to the playing field here. It's gonna be next
bro, show me the
It was
money.
athletics and acrobatics, or acrobatics and athletics? Acrobatics and athletics.
Telecom.
Acrobatics, athletics, and
D20, D20.
oh, I did acrobatics, then I substituted athletics for my rapier.
Yeah, you can substitute
And
any
then
of them
D20
for your
plus
rapier.
down.
It's all the same anyways.
But
Okay.
they're the same bonuses for me, so it's.
Oh, fail.
Fail. Fail.
Oh!
Let's see. Last one, Martina.
This
Yeah,
is not
19.
a week. I was real tired.
Ooh.
3 fails.
Do you still have inspiration?
You do. You have it
yes.
left. Yeah.
Yes. Let's do
Which one? You don't get these second
Paintable
numbers.
DC.
You don't get these second numbers. You have to just re-roll one of them.
Which one was the 11 DC? So the
Yeah, the
middle
11
one.
DC. Gonna try to go for that one.
Acrobatics.
For that.
Okay, that's fine. Got it. 1 win.
50 gold. Still 50 gold though.
Grab your 2. Oh, do we just want to make a pile? Let's just make a. I'll make a top over here is gonna be Rodaro money.
Oh, I already grabbed 200 from somewhere.
From somewhere? Where?
It was like right above me.
Oh, that belongs to your boy Lord Narcissus.
Oh,
That was his extra money.
oh, that's what this is. That's what this was. There's 230. Yep.
Yeah. That's
it.
leave
right.
Lord Narcissus money alone.
Totally grabbed that money.
All right, you grabbed. That's fine. I replaced it. So Martina, here's a 50 for you, right next to tavern money. That you can grab.
Got it.
Very cool. Both of you roll your possible complications.
Oh yeah. Nope.
Good. Let's do week 5. Here are the DCs.
Ain't nothing complicated in ass kicking. Oh, that's 7. All right.
Here are the DCs.
All right. Beat 1.
15. Okay.
Beat 2. 20 plus 1d10. And don't beat 3.
Don't
Just
beat
get
3.
100 gold.
Just getting 100. All good. I'm gonna throw that down for
Okay,
you.
let's do this.
Beat it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Beat it. Let's get that special roll.
The special one takes so long to type out.
You should be able to grab your. If you go to the roll thing, there should be a last roll that you made.
And no, I didn't beat the last one. I got 13 as well.
That last one is
You
like
and me
is
both.
like it's got to be some like new fighter that's in there,
Like a minotaur, maybe.
like a minotaur that just crushes you. We get like a shot of you guys falling back.
It wasn't as entertaining as a fight. You know what? We didn't get paid enough because everybody knew we were gonna win. so they didn't make enough money on the bout.
Gotta spin it positive. All right, two complications.
Didn't get it.
One
Too
from each
cool.
of you.
Nothing's complicated in Rodaro's night.
One complication for each of you guys. 1d100 from. Okay, good.
Neither for each of us.
Neither
Do I
for each
want
of you.
to do this another week?
Week 6.
I have over 400 gold on me.
Hey, more. You always get more.
I could always get more.
Unless you want to do something else. Martina, are you
Also, I
doing
wanna
week 6?
Do a little crafting.
I'm in a pit fighting funk. Like,
Yeah, you know what? Let's just keep doing it.
All right.
grab it.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
Got some big fighters this week.
One.
All
Okay,
right.
let's do this.
Oh. Wish
No.
that came a little later, but.
I know,
You
right?
crushed that person.
And at least, you know, we got 50 gold from this. Never mind, make that 100 gold
Make that
again.
100
Yeah.
gold. Click clock. There it is, right next to tavern money. Pick it
Okay,
up.
Let's do this.
Win.
One.
One loss. Let's see about that last one. Ooh, and another
Yeah.
100 on the
No,
table.
you know the perfect way we end this? Because we also both got a 20 on the last one.
Yeah.
The last fight is Radaro versus Martina. And like we're like going at it, and it's like, what is it? Is it Rocky 2, where it's like we're both doing the knockout punch on each other at the same time?
And we get that music just at the end of the, and that's as our credits. Our credits roll out.
Guys, why do we adventure? Pit fighting gives you.
I know, right?
Be a pit fighter.
I was tempted to go just on the last one, just go hang out with fucking Lady Silver.
There's one more 100, Martina. Grab your hundo.
All right,
Oh,
well,
got it.
so
Got it.
with that, we're at 750. We just need to put in 500 gold to get the.
Oh yeah, you get another. So yeah, mark that you're up 1 renown with the Lord's Alliance. You return to the guy who smells his own farts, Yalister. He says, "Oh, I didn't expect you to return here. All right, excellent." He says, "I will have more work for you in the future. See me again in a couple of weeks." And
Hopefully something a little more eventful. This was pretty boring. Like nothing
This
really
is-
happened.
always have to start at the bottom and make your way to the top, Radaro.
Radaro was never gonna snitch about the carrion crawler thing.
I
Radaro's-
know, but you got the one guard who's the guards are stressed. Anytime you meet them, you
I
know,
know,
they're
I
going
know.
to be
And
like,
she's still gonna make them think that she is, but she's not actually going to.
yeah, man, they're a rough time. So yeah, right now there's 750 in the pot for the tavern money. At the end of the 6 weeks, let's just decide: did you guys have enough
All right.
money?
So we need 500 gold, which would be 125 each if we split it evenly. Obviously, Martina and I think have much more money than everyone else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also, I haven't been doing anything to spend my money, so.
What's this
I
100
haven't-
right here?
Is that your 100?
Narcissus? I thought I picked up all mine.
Okay,
Did you grab the last one?
did you grab the last one,
How
Martina?
much do you have? You have 500. How much total is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I think you're supposed to have one more,
Oh, okay.
Martina. Because I have more money than you right now, which doesn't make sense.
But you did it last week.
I what?
Think
But
you
I
just
also
spent all-
spent.
She lost a week too.
Oh
Yeah, I think that was a floating Hyundai. Don't worry about it.
yeah. Gotcha. I'll throw 200 in. Finish this
Put it
one.
in the pot.
Oh, not steel card. I just realized I had Martina's open and not mine.
You good?
I'll throw Martina's money in there.
Tavern keeping expenses. Put it in the
I'll throw-
pot.
Throw 200 if. What can you afford? Oh,
I know
never
I have-
mind. You're poor, Solma. You're not pit fighting.
You know,
Yeah.
I go to church. We don't need money.
Let me grab the renovation fee because I think I got
You
it.
know,
here.
if Martina, if you throw in 200 and then I throw in another 100, we'll all. I mean, you and me will both have similar amounts of money, and as well as Antrang.
Just throw
Is-
in like 250 or
250?
300. Yeah.
Let me just. So we need
How much?
one.
How much are you throwing in?
Because I have a little over 500 in my bank right now.
Okay.
Someone
you're
is going
throwing
to spend money. Drop a 50 for me, real quick.
I threw in 200.
We are
already,
50
so we
off
just
of the.
need-
We're 50 off of the renovations, which is 1,000.
No, renovations are
1,000 to renovate. 250
1,000?
for the guild licenses and contracts.
I mean,
250 right now.
Okay,
Tomato.
so that is renovated. Your entire place is renovated.
And we did it right because if you threw in 250 and I threw in,
I didn't throw in. I only.
that
threw
was
in
1,000.
850.
That was 1,000. So this is.
oh, you only threw in 50. I thought you said 200.
Yep. So we need
Thank you,
250.
but-
250.
Okay, you need 250 right now.
Yep, 250 is left over for the guild licenses.
Okay, then I can do the 250 there.
Drop the 250.
Ew.
I should probably buy armor at some point, right, guys? I haven't
Maybe.
had any armor.
There you go. 250's out.
250. All right, the guild expenses are done. Your place is stacked. It's got everything it needs. It's got the food. It's got the wine. It's got the work clientele stuff that also counts for you gathering people up and posting jobs. So you have a host of halflings and a couple of others. So you get people. You have a bartender. Well, you don't have to pay a bartender. You have a ghost bartender. Probably something that's
I'll be the bartender. Wait, we never solved the ghost.
We never solved the ghost. Well, he's happy you. At this point,
He's my friend.
the ghost.
Oh, is it
you
just,
fix
is
the
he just
tavern.
happy if you fix it up?
If you fix the tavern, the ghost is 100% your ally, and he has a name, I believe. Troll Skull Manor. Let me just check and see. The former tavern, a half elf named Liff, and you can communicate with him in some ways, in small ways. But he's a half elf named Liff. He owned the tavern a long time ago and died within it of natural causes. He winks.
Guys, we should host pit fights.
Yeah, you could. The regular expenses, you will have to pay 50 gold per 10 day for maintenance and wages for those hirelings. Now that it's all paid for, you have to pay 50 gold per 10 day and then 10 gold per 10 day for all other guild expenses. But the profit or loss meter might pay for that because they're just going to, at the end of every 10 day, we're going to roll a d10 plus 10, consult the running a business table, and see if you made any cash, if it's just running on its own. So you have a inn, it's up and running.
Or we can spend downtime to work a business.
You can.
That's
and
in
I
the
think
DMG,
that
which-
does something else.
It increases the roll instead of like D100 plus 10, like depending on how much time. I think each week we spend, it gets an extra
If
plus
you're
10.
if you're wondering about depending on the way the chapter works, I will usually do a D10 or a 110 day at the end of the chapter just to give us downtime sparse. The game will, like most D&D games, is going to make you feel like you have to go, but I'm not going to be like, this 10 day that you've took, you fools, has ruined the adventure. I will just give those to you because I like downtimes in this adventure. So between chapters, we'll get at least 2 more 10 days and probably more depending on what you guys do. And if we go into Waterdeep Undermount or not in the
or
future.
we just run this tavern.
Or you just run this tavern and you have legitimate characters running Troll Skull Manor in Forgotten
Hey,
Realms.
we did it, guys. We got the tavern going.
You guys got to get a
thanks
name for your
Name.
tavern too. Your rival is super not happy about the
Oh, we'll
situation.
kill him too.
He has definitely been outside the let me just see here. Jordan,
Is it always like we look over and we just see his eyes through the blinds and he closes the blinds? You know.
you know in Bob's Burgers he has got that guy across the street. That's you got that guy. You definitely got that dude. Let me see here. Open for business should say yeah. You have a oh yeah, we got guild representatives who have names and are actual people. The actual NPCs that we can have that have descriptions and everything, but I haven't chosen to be. Yeah, Emic Froon of Froon's Brews is not happy to see your place up and running at all. And we will actually see some things happen in the future, possibly, that we'll talk
We'll
about.
workshop some names. That's our homework for next session. Is let's workshop some tavern names.
Tavern names, figure out what that is, and we're
Pit
going.
fighting place.
Yeah, we're going to open up after when we come back with what exactly happens at the end of at the beginning of chapter 3.
You know, I'm a little worried because I really like our random side shit. That then the actual shit's the actual story's
actual
gonna happen,
story's
or we're
gonna
gonna be like, no, we gotta go fucking pit fighting. We can't.
If you're not the adventure, if you're
trying to make money.
If you're not interested in it, if it ends up like, no, this isn't fun, I'll be like, well, the module failed.
The module's been a success so
The
far.
I have
module's
a
been a
question.
yes.
What about the rival for Soma? Are we gonna do it today or not?
I do have to go pick up my wife, the rival for Soma. So I have some homework for you. How about that?
Okay.
Some homework for you, and if you meet with Tom, he might be able to, because I know you guys do a D&D game too. He might be able to help you out. If you dip into Xanathar's Guide to Everything, and it's even in Roll20, so it's not hard to find. If you were to go in and type rival into the compendium, you would see rivals, creating a rival. I'm going to, since I just have, we always end up doing the session, some other stuff, and before we ever get a chance. I don't want this to fall to the wayside.
Yes.
So please help me and create this individual.
Yeah.
Things that you do know for sure, it is a high priest, not a high priest, but could be a higher up to you, a priest of Lathander. And personality-wise, I played him as a bit of a fancy fellow, so it's up to you.
Okay.
And you can give him whatever personality traits you want. I would say zealous has to be one. Super doesn't like the All Faith Shrine. He's kind of a dick. So,
Okay.
go through that rivals section and build that out for me, and then send it my way, or we can just talk about it. I think that would be even better. Like, build it, and then next time we have a session, tell me about what you've created, and I think
Okay.
that will be an absolute blast.
Yeah.
And I love doing that. I love giving people a chance to write that stuff out. Very, very cool, guys. Well, we will open up next time, hopefully on Chapter 3. If we have someone who's not available again, we do still have the extra side quests, so we can continue to dick around and hold off.
All the factions.
We have the
All
level
the
3. We have 3 level 3 faction quests that are available to do now since you've joined another
Oh.
faction. And I want to resolve Martina's dealings with Maloon.
I forgot about
which
that.
are going to be probably we'll see how that works out.
Martina and the Loons. We got Floon, we got Maloon.
Floon
And you know
Maloon.
what? If Antrain can't make it next time, we can do our Blades in the Dark style heist, where this job is to kill Floon.
It's to kill Floon. There will be content next time we can play again. This episode is obvious that even with nothing, we're good to go.
We can build shit. Hey, you don't give yourself enough credit. This session was absolutely fantastic.
Thanks, Fred.
For Maloon, I don't know what Maloon wants, but for the most part, I trust him explicitly because he's my Mr. Miyagi. So he gets like
Oh, man.
all the info he needs.
I think even if Antrain's here, we need to play out the Maloon stuff, because you don't know how lucky you are in everything you picked and rolled. Because I think Maloon's let's call it next episode Maloon's Betrayal. Let's call it that. It's going to be the perfect start for spring, which at the end of the 60 days, we are in spring, friends. Welcome to spring. That's
Kristen, don't worry. You literally have one of the strongest 3rd level characters you can actually possibly have right now.
yeah.
Martina is 100%.
I'm gonna start
dope
spring
as
with
fuck.
so much angst being betrayed by my Mr. Miyagi.
You're good.
Oh my god, we're gonna get the goth phase of Martina. It's just...
I think that's the first. I think I will prepare that encounter for. We have to get that out of the way. I think that'll be a perfect start to our. To our
Everyone betrays Martina, and she doesn't think she's good enough for anybody. And it's just like
We're giving her so many issues.
The poor Solma has to clean up the mess every fucking time. She's like, "Are you fucking kidding me again?"
She loves you. She'll do it.
oh man, we're gonna kill Floon and Maloon at the same time. It's gonna be great because they're actually the same person. Plot twist. That's why he's a spy.
He's a spy. We'll find out why he is later. I can't believe we rolled that. It will be fun, and then yeah, because I don't want you to be solo in that. We'll figure out fun ways that people are there to help you.
Don't want
Yeah.
you to be alone.
If you're alone, I'll say right now you can give me your character sheet. Like,
It could be an after.
Gonna murder me.
I mean, I think the perfect time would be like a post pit fight scene, because that's apparently all we do now. And we'd all be together because we all like go to the pit fights together. Because it turns out Radara and Martina are the #1 tag team in the fucking city. So
Too fun. Too fun. We got a follower. It's pretty sweet. Oh, we're still in the stream. We're gonna shut this down. Thanks to those who joined us in chat, and if you're watching this later in a Twitch archive or in my YouTube, thank you for watching. Wherever you are, friends, morning, noon, or night, make it an excellent day. You can see me tomorrow at Thursday around 11 o'clock playing some Sea of Thieves, and then Friday right after the same time playing the same damn pirate game. So you can catch me then. This beautiful face. Bye, guys. Bye. Thank you all for helping me. My wonderful cast. My wonderful cast. Yay. Bye.